National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons began investigation into the incident.
The arms, we have our intelligence unit, the arms intelligence unit have also visited the scene, and they are, as much as possible, trying to gather some information with regards to what really happened.
And water tariffs set to go up by almost 5% following the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission's third quarter tariff review. And Ghanaians cautiously optimistic ahead of the Black Stars' crucial World Cup clash with England later today.
We need to draw with them at least. With England, I think that will be a draw game.
England will be very tough, man. That one, they're honestly speaking.
I am Hannah Odami. I bring you details of these headlines and more in this bulletin. Thanks for choosing Joy News. We are independent, fearless, and credible. In our first story, a total of 8,981 flood victims have been identified across 30 metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies in the central region following the heavy rains that swept through the region over the weekend. More than 300 residents have also been displaced. During an assessment of some affected communities in Cape Coast, the Central Regional NADMO Director, Emmanuel Kwesi Dawood, highlighted resource constraints facing the organization and appealed for urgent support. Abigail Issa Nkoma reports.
The Central Regional Director of the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, Emmanuel Kwesi Dawood, announced plans to undertake an emergency fumigation exercise across parts of the city following the flooding of some cemeteries to prevent the outbreak and spread of diseases.
There is a need for us to embark on emergency fumigation exercises, which will go a long way to prevent the spread of communicable diseases, which may bring about an avoidable disease epidemic issue. They are all expecting support from government through NADMO, knowing that we've had a cost to manage a number of disaster incidences right from May this year up till now, including receiving Ivorian retailers. We have depleted our stockpile.
From Cape Coast, Abigail Nkrumah reports for Joy News.
Electricity and water tariffs are to go up by almost 5% from the 1st of July, following the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission's latest quarterly review. According to the PURC, the upward adjustment, driven by changes in key operational factors, has become necessary to reflect prevailing economic and operational conditions. And there will be more on this adjustment on the business news with Darrell Kwao. Moving on, the Ghana Police Service has arrested Israel Kojo, also known as Akofena, and two others in connection with a shooting incident involving former Dominic Kwabenya MP Sarah Adjoa Safo, which occurred on the 21st of June 2026. According to the police, the suspect, who is also the brother of the former MP, voluntarily reported himself to the regional police headquarters on the 22nd of June and was handed over to the CID headquarters to assist with ongoing investigations. So Darrell is with me in the studio with more from the statement. What else does it say, Darrell?
Well, it says a search conducted at his residence in Kwabenya and in his vehicle led to the retrieval of ammunition, 50 rounds of .45 caliber ammunition, 25 rounds of .40 caliber ammunition. I'm sure those who know it well. Loaded magazines and two Glock pistols, one of which is registered in his name. It continues to say that two additional suspects, Nana Kwekwe and Kojo Safo Komsen, were also arrested in connection with the case. It adds all suspects are in custody, assisting with investigations, and will be put before court on the 23rd of June. That is tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Darrell. Meanwhile, the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons has also begun investigations to establish the owners of the guns that were used. Here is its Executive Secretary, Dr. Adam Buna.
I've also visited the scene trying to gather some information with regards to what really happened. Our interest as a commission is to ensure that people who own firearms and use this firearm use them within the remit of the law. The young man, cyber who discharged a weapon has been confiscated and he was fined by the court. He paid almost 24,000 Ghana cedis.
Let's go to the Ashanti region, where its health directorate has launched a mass drug administration campaign targeted at eliminating river blindness across 9 endemic districts in the region. According to the regional health director, Dr. Fred Boateng, the campaign is to interrupt the transmission of those neglected tropical diseases. Ohimi Tewia of our health desk has more in this report.
The Regional Health Directorate has, through coordinated efforts, achieved between 80 and 87% therapeutic coverage over the last 2 years. But despite the success chalked up, the region is still faced with neglected tropical diseases. Regional Director of Health Services, Dr. Fred Boateng says an integrated health exercise to disrupt the mode of transmission of river blindness and bilharzia will take place between June 20 and July 3rd, 2026.
Neglected tropical diseases continue to affect some of our communities, especially those living near rivers, streams, and water bodies. But the good news is that these diseases are preventable and can also be eliminated through sustained community participation in mass drug administration.
Dr. Boateng is encouraging full public cooperation and participation. Asked the Directorate deploy safe, effective, and completely free ivermectin for river blindness and praziquantel for bilharzia medications.
Now, the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools has indicated its readiness to ensure a GES directive intended to standardize celebrations in senior high schools across the country. This comes as the GES sets up a committee to review all ceremonies held on school campuses and also develop new national guidelines for the activities, which include speech and prize-giving days. Well, CHAS National Secretary Primus Brimo says they will ensure compliance.
We all share the sentiments that have been expressed by our Director General for the fact that we should not shift the focus of secondary education or education in general to this kind of allowing harsh and other flamboyant celebrations to overtake the core business of education.
Now let's listen to some reactions from the public on this particular directive.
It doesn't make any sense. Sorry to say that, because if I have my money and buy something for my children or my kids, why would the government say that I should stop or I shouldn't do it? It's not fair.
We have to allow the parents to celebrate their award.
It's giving a lot of parents some pressure and some of the students too. So it's better they have won it.
Before we go, the Black Stars face their biggest test yet at the World Cup later today when they take on England. So after edging past Panama with a late goal in their opening game, confidence is growing among some Ghanaian fans, many of whom believe a draw against England will be a good result. Listen.
For England, we are not going for a win. We just need some draw. We need to draw with them, at least a draw, but not to lose.
I don't see any loss in that game. So I pray to the end victory.
With England, I think that will be a draw game. That will be a draw game.
You don't think Ghana has what it takes?
No, we don't have. We don't have. Unless maybe we change our tactics a bit.
England will be very tough, man. That one, they're honestly speaking. So, if they can keep a clean sheet and play draw.
What's your scoreline? What's your prediction? Join us online for this discussion as we wait for the game between the Black Stars as they face England later today. That's it for the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. You can find all these stories and more on myjoyonline.com. Have a great morning.
Oh, jump on now. Go, the go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car.
At the entrance of Apostle Kojo residence, the frontage shows clear signs of force. The reinforced concrete pillars connecting the gateway showed visible chipping and cracks, with sections of plaster stripped away to expose rough, fractured surfaces beneath. The metallic gate, which previously stood firm on its hinges, appears slightly twisted out of alignment, while the entrance area is marked by scattered debris. Some eyewitnesses who spoke to Joy News on condition of anonymity attributed the damage to Sarah Ajoasafo.
I was just directing cars there, and I saw a Prado, a black Prado. So I thought it was my boss' car because my boss is also having the same car. So I was trying to direct some cars. There were some buses. The passengers were coming out, and I saw a gun coming out from the car. And the woman who was driving the car was Honorable Ajo Asafo, who tried to hit the gates. And I also saw her security guy, who I know, yeah. But I saw her going peacefully without hurt. That's what I saw.
So you saw Honorable Ajo Asafo coming out, and her security also started shooting. Is that the case?
Her security was not shooting. I just saw the security around. He was making call. I don't know who he was trying to call, but I saw Honorable Ajo Asafo in the car. Yeah.
The gunshot was from the car?
Yeah, I saw it from the car.
So how come we've seen bullet holes in the car?
I don't really know how that happened, but I saw the gun coming out of the car. There were a lot of people outside seeing it, yeah.
But it is unclear the circumstances leading to the disruption at the house, but unconfirmed reports are linking it to a deep succession disputes in the Crystal Asafo Mission of Ghana. The church has issued a statement on the incident, rejecting reports that Sarah Joseph sustained gunshot injuries ordered by her brother. Lawyer of the church, Nana Kofi Kantanka, insists on an impartial investigation.
So the matter is currently under investigation. So the security apparatus, the church security is also involved. So it's investigation. But as to the leadership of the church, we also conduct our investigation, our private investigation to it, and then anybody who has perpetrated anything will be brought to book.
Police confirmed injury of Ajo Asafo, indicating an investigation into the matter. Meanwhile, heavy security presence remains at the premises as the police begins investigation into the incident. Reporting for J News, Collins Frimpong.
Okay, the salesman and blogger residing at Community 1 was arraigned before the court of allegations of publishing false news and engaging in offensive conduct on social media directed at dancehall musician Stonebwoy and members of his family. Lead counsel for the accused, Nelson Noble Amedwonu, argued in court that his client is a businessman and that his continued detention was causing his business to suffer and was on the verge of collapse. He further submitted that bail conditions should not be used as a form of punishment for accused persons and therefore prayed to the court to grant his client bail. The prosecution on its part did not oppose the bail application but urged the court to impose stringent bail conditions. Presiding Judge of General Jurisdiction 2 of the Accra High Court, Halima Abdul Al-Lawal Bassett, subsequently granted the accused bail. Counsel for the accused later addressed the media following the court's decision.
So whether it's appropriate or not, because if you were to make the statement in the print media, I'm not sure we'll be here. If you see the statement in the newspaper, I'm not sure we'll be here. But in any case, it seems, for me, you can see the whole thing that his account was cloned.
But is your client traumatized by how he's been handled?
Very much traumatized. And he has lost his client, because he's a businessman, a professional. So he has lost most of his clients. So I just hope that his clients listening to us will go back to him and know very well that he is somebody that something has happened to.
Several family members were present in court to support their relative. He's further expressed gratitude to the court following his release.
Me ultimately finish to say but my man bail no me tanya me ase ba me bon pense man say na bon Stonebwoy nyama man ahonde mama atamfo enyanu tambia yakopon mo wo anim na me ba no susu yakopon man susu ndo be bia wo ho no.
Shatawale was also in court to show solidarity with his supporter, but declined to comment on the case. For his supporters who thronged the court premises, the occasion turned into a moment of celebration.
According to Fire Safety Officer at the Albert Bosomchisam Fishing Harbour, DCFO Jimmy Nabdaisy, heavy rain Sunday afternoon triggered mudslide that brought down an electric pole near the premix fuel dump. The falling pole landed between fuel tanks, igniting a fire that quickly spread through the area. Several structures, makeshift stalls, and 2 vehicles were destroyed. 5 fire tenders from the fire service, the port of Takoradi, and the Ghana Air Force, supported by fisher folk, battled the blaze for several hours before bringing it under control. On Monday, the Western Regional Minister, accompanied by the Omanhene of Isikado, Nana Kobina Nketia V, and officials of the port of Takoradi inspected the scene. Regional Minister subsequently ordered the immediate suspension
on Joy 99.7 FM. My name is Kojo. Akoto Boateng. 6 a.m. news is always brought to you by Total Energies. Total will go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. And Daryl is here.
Hey.
Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm also good, by grace.
Yeah, your haircut, you look like a rear admiral. You also look like John Mensah a little bit.
Hey, really?
Is your haircut inspired by today's game against England?
Probably. Although my expectations are low, I know some other Ghanaians.
Why do you have low expectations?
I don't know. It's England.
Yeah, it's England.
Okay, but Prosper from Dakuma doesn't think so. He says, good morning, Kojo. Today's game against England is all a battle in the mind. The English team is not better than the Black Stars team. Our boys need to believe in themselves and give up their very best. It's very possible to beat England tonight with a 1-goal project.
That's why I played the song I played for the signing. We
Anything
are going
is
to
possible,
celebrate
right?
tonight.
Yeah.
We've played Germany. We've played the USA.
Mm-hmm.
We've played Portugal before. We've played Brazil before.
Yeah.
When it comes to experience, and I think we have great players who also are playing at the highest level. Semenyo, for example, he's bossing it in the English Premier League.
Yes,
right?
we can.
Jordan Ayew has a lot of experience playing at the highest level.
Yeah.
And we have a safe pair of hands. We have a lot of safe pairs, really. I think that tonight we'll show the people. We'll show the people. It's a Commonwealth clash. And we'll show them that we are the Commonwealth.
All right.
It is our gold and cocoa and timber that made the Commonwealth. It will show many. 3-1. Omar Hine says it's 3-1.
3-1.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know who is it. KJ. He says the Black Stars will. I don't know what he means by
we'll sleep with 4.
With 4, if not
6 points tonight. So he means that the Black Stars will either draw with England or win against England. So the worst we can get from this clash is a draw. This is our first proper competitive game with England ever.
Oh, really?
Yes, the first time we played against them. When Achu comes, he'll give us more. It was in 2011. It was an international friendly at Wembley. Andy Carroll scored the first goal for England. Asamoah Gyan equalized. So England has not beaten us before.
Wow.
The best they've done is to draw. And the worst we've done against them is to draw.
There's hope.
So we'll break that tie today.
Jojo, are you excited now?
Anyway, time for the Joy Business Report. Is brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Who are we giving the trumpet to this morning?
Of course, the Black Stars.
We are giving the trumpet to the Black Stars. we want the trumpet to sound and give
really
them the
sound.
vim.
The vim.
And then when we finish, we'll blow it again.
Hey.
We are breaking the walls of England.
Hey, with our shouts.
The walls at Stonehenge. We are breaking all those walls. So to the Black Stars, we say,
trumpet! Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, expenditure on utility tariffs by business is set to go up significantly from next month as regulator PORC approves adjustments. Also coming up, continuous decline in gold prices in recent times raises concern for Ghana's economy going forward. Plus, government plans to leverage Black Stars' participation and performance at the World Cup to boost tourism and drive fresh investments as the Stars come up against the 3 Lions of England later tonight. Well, they didn't know they were called the 3 Lions. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. And big ups to the Black Stars tonight. We want to also welcome our friends listening from Kojo on KT Radio. Now, continuous decline in the price of gold in recent times is raising concern about its impact on Ghana's economy. Joy Business's Winston has been monitoring the global gold market and has come through with this report.
Higher interest rates typically reduce the appeal of gold because the precious metal does not generate interest or dividend income. At the same time, the strengthening US dollar has made gold more expensive for buyers using other currencies, reducing demand and placing additional downward pressure on prices. The correction also follows months of record high gold prices, prompting many institutional investors to lock in profits. For Ghana, the development presents both risks and opportunities. Gold remains Ghana's largest export earner and a major source of foreign exchange. A prolonged decline in prices could affect export revenues, government tax receipts, mining sector earnings, and foreign exchange inflows. Lower gold earnings may also put pressure on the cedi if export receipts weaken significantly. However, analysts note that despite the recent pullback, gold prices remain considerably higher than levels recorded a year ago, suggesting that the sector continues to enjoy relatively stronger margins. The development comes at a time when Ghana is relying heavily on gold exports to support economic recovery, strengthen foreign reserves, and sustain fiscal consolidation efforts.
That was my colleague Winston Taki. Now, the amount of money that businesses spend on utilities, especially for electricity, is set to go up significantly from next month. This after the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission approved an increase for water and electricity for the third quarter of this year. My colleague George has been going through the document, joins me in studio with details. So, George, what reasons have been given for the hike?
Dara, before I even go to the details of the reasons, this is part of what they call the quarterly adjustment of tariffs, that every quarter they will approve hikes in the tariff depending on the global economy, the city, the inflation, and all those things. If you go through the statement that was issued by PRC, they argue that this is part of efforts to ensure the financial stability of these companies that provide the services to us, and also what they call reliable services to consumers. Electricity is going up by some 3.49%, and water will do 0.85%. Darryl,
help us appreciate how this could increase the cost of production for businesses and individuals, how this impacts on inflation and the cost of credit.
For businesses, Darryl, most of them already were grappling with high petroleum prices, those who are doing the engines, the manufacturing, and that is a concern for them. For a lot of them, they operate on this principle of, if my cost is rising because of this, in my fleet of vehicles and all those things, the power generation, all those things, I would end up passing on that cost to you, and that could come in the form of their products and services. Some also would argue that because of competition, they might also try to absorb it. Now, look at this on the implication on inflation going forward as well. If this impact inflation badly going forward, then maybe the Bank of Ghana want to look at this policy rate and how they can use that to also tame inflation. So there's an impact on how that would affect the cost of operations, how that could be passed on to you in the form of rising prices, that inflation, and also the bit about the cost of credit that could also impact you, Darryl. So if you intend to borrow from any of these commercial banks out there, Darryl.
George Affe, thank you so much. Not too pleasant, a news story. Now, here's something more exciting. Managers of the economy say they plan leveraging Black Stars' performance and participation at the World Cup to attract fresh investments and boost tourism. It's coming at a time the country has gained global attention following Ghana's win against Panama. Deputy Chief Executive of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Abeku Agri, says they are not taking things for granted.
And Ghana as a destination, we are taking advantage of this global football tournament to position ourselves as the most competitive destination in Africa for culture. So it's not just football tournament. It is a global business opportunity that every country is seeking attract investors into this country through the tourism assets, the various tourism assets that we have. This year we are activating all the 16 regions across the country, a pop-up activity we call 16 by 16. And thereby using this football tournament as an opportunity to demonstrate to the various regions the tourism potential, the business potential that we have.
You had a Deputy Chief Executive of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Abeku Agri. Meanwhile, the Black Stars are set to play England tonight in a crucial group decider. A win could guarantee Ghana's qualification to the next stage of the competition. Now, a win for the Black Stars could also boost sales for many businesses across the country. Now, banking consultant Dr. Richmond Ituaini says he expects the Bank of Ghana to review new cash reserve requirements for banks at its next Monetary Policy Committee meeting. Banks have raised concern that the new regulatory measure will affect access and cost of credit. But with inflation expected to slow, Dr. Tueday says the regulator may have no other option than to adjust the rates.
You know, the governor also is very sensitive about the inability to grow the economy, because you cannot grow economy without expanding the credit at a higher lending rate. We have lending rate of 21%. I think when he sits at his desk, he's worried that the economy is not turning around to and bring more people to get employment and jobs. So for me, I believe, should all things be equal, ceteris paribus, should we get the Iran and the Iraq, the American war down, so oil prices to come to the place about 60, 70 where it was, I think at their next sitting, they will take a very proactive decision to look at it again.
You heard banking consultant Dr. Richmond Etuai. And now State Pension Trust SNIT is set to roll out a new discount scheme for pensioners from next month. The move is part of several measures aimed at growing the scheme and offering some enhanced services to contributors. Kwesi Afrɛ-Baine is Director General of SNIT. He spoke at a Deloitte webinar on how workers can secure their future.
In July, we plan to launch a discount scheme for all our members by issuing Visa cards to all our members for free, which then, when used at various service points, enables you to get discounts. Part of the strategy of improving on the value proposition. But having said this, let me highlight the value proposition of the scheme itself, which is stronger than even the add-ons that we are bringing on board. One, the scheme guarantees you monthly pensions in old age. So until you die, the trust will continue to pay you once you are on pension. And currently, there are pensioners who are above 100 years old. The last time I went to Cape Coast to visit the oldest pensioner, who is 115, 1st July, I will be visiting the second oldest pensioner in Wahad, who is also around 112. She's actually the oldest lady that we have on the scheme. So that one is there. The most expensive pension or the most expensive benefit that we do have is invalidity. When a member becomes permanently incapacitated, we immediately put the person on pension till death.
You had Kwesi Afrɛ-Baine, Director General of SNIT. Now, CATS International, a leading research and public policy think tank, is calling on government to increase funding for road maintenance in the upcoming mid-year budget review, following the damage caused to roads, bridges, and drains by this year's heavy rains. There's more in the following report.
In a press release, CATS International said road damage is becoming a daily burden on Ghanaians. Many roads across the country are now in poor condition. In several places, what started as ordinary potholes have turned into deep gullies. These damaged sections, it said, are slowing traffic, damaging vehicles, increasing transport costs, and making daily movement more stressful for commuters, drivers, and businesses. CATS said it believes the government must treat the situation as urgent. Although road maintenance works last longer when done in the dry season, the country cannot wait for the rains to end before acting. It added that some roads now require immediate emergency repairs to keep them safe and usable, pointing out that the mid-year budget review, which is expected to be read next month, must increase allocation to the road fund.
Now, more than 25 years ago, one young Ghanaian woman chose a path that many of her peers were avoiding: agriculture. Today, the decision has gone into a thriving agribusiness. As part of Joy Agribusiness Month 2026, a Super Morning Show will today host agribusiness entrepreneur and founder of Ideal Providence Farm, Georgina Kumsen. Pius Kojo has a look ahead to that conversation.
Every year, thousands of young Ghanaians complete national service and begin searching for the next chapter of their lives. For many, that means pursuing corporate careers or looking for opportunities elsewhere. More than 25 years ago, however, Georgina Kumsen chose a different path. She chose agriculture. What started as a decision to venture into farming has now grown into Ideal Providence Farms, one of Ghana's leading organic agribusinesses, producing and exporting a range of agricultural products while creating opportunities for farmers, women, and rural communities. She's also the force behind the Crumbs Tea brand, which has built a market for Ghanaian organic fruits, herbal teas, and other value-added products. Today on the Super Morning Show, she joins the Agribusiness Month conversation. The discussion will explore her journey, the opportunities in agribusiness, and why young people and women should see agriculture as a pathway to enterprise, impact, and prosperity. join the conversation live at 9 a.m. on Joy 99.7 FM. The interview will also be aired on the AM show on the Joy News channel at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow.
And do make a date. Before we go, let's check the markets for you this morning. Crude oil selling at $77 a barrel. Gold still going down on the international market, going for $4,122 an ounce. Cocoa trading at $4,621 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 11 cedis 50 pesos. That's what some major commercial banks are offering their clients. The euro going for 13 cedis 16 pesos. The British pound 15 cedis 17 pesos. The Forex Bureau is quoting the dollar at 12 cedis 35 pesos. And that's it for the Joy Business Report. Thanks for listening, everyone. And thank you to everyone who is reminding me that today is the 23rd of June, not tomorrow. And I said in the news that Nana Kojo Safu Jr. was going to face a court on the 23rd, which is tomorrow. But it's today. I don't know why 22nd was on my mind. But
Today is 23rd.
Yeah.
It means that tomorrow is 24th.
Yes.
And the day after tomorrow is 25th. And the day after is 26th. At least some people will be paid this month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those whose accountants are proactive will be paid this month. But those whose accountants sometimes live on the job will be paid next week.
Okay, no, I was going to say something, but I wouldn't say it. I was like, just pray that the Black Stars don't lose their match so that nobody gets depressed and decide to hold on to your pay.
Okay, so we are going to have the inspirational song, and I want to play something from Kofi Kinata for the Black Stars. This song, I think, is one of the best Black Stars fan songs ever produced. And may the energy of this song inspire you to do great things today at work, today at school, wherever you find yourself. And may it give us the energy to put our hopes and our prayers and our faith behind the Black Stars as they face England today. We are going to win.
Yeah, and I like what you said during your intro, that when they win, like every problem ceases at a point. We forget about everything.
Yes. We'll forget about our problems today and continue tomorrow.
Yeita mubi oba no better the samia. Ya chada mubi oba no better the samia. Yeita mubi oba no better the samia. Ya chada. I bet the day in the money, I need Jan in the money. I say Kofi in the money, I say Mojan in the money. Winter in the money, Stevie Nappy in the money. Robert Mesa, goalkeeper number one. The boy, Beshe, Yesulo Biala. The boy, Beshe, Yesulo Biala. The boy, Beshe, Yesulo Biala. The boy, Beshe, Yesulo Bialo. Yeita, Mubi Oba no better the Samia. Yachaja, Mubi Oba no better the Samia.
This is Kofi Kinata. Yehita Mobi Obebebia Obetene Samia, and it's a great song from Kofi Kinata. Welcoming you to the Super Morning Show. If you just tuned in, my name is Kojo, Akoto Boateng. I'm here with George. What's up?
Akoto Boateng.
Where Hiti?
But there's two parts of me. There's one part that is very optimistic, think that if history is on Ghana's side at the World Cup, that we always lift up our game in our second group opener. I think that the statistics show that we either draw or we win. Then I'm trusting the Black Stars to do something else today. But there's another side of me that watched the first game, and I'm worried. And I look at the England team, the players, what Thomas Tuchel has done to the team, and I'm worried.
Don't we always learn from our first game and improve in the second game?
Yeah, that's something that if history is going to be on
and
Ghana's
England has
side,
never beaten us.
Well,
the best they've done against us is a draw. The
was
worst
it
we've done
in a
against them is a
competitive
draw.
match?
I was at Wembley, and any game at Wembley is competitive.
So,
it was a friendly,
but again, I'm saying that there's another part of me that has watched the other games of the World Cup and where the so-called underdogs have sprung a surprise and they've held up. I mean, look at it yesterday.
In this case,
I mean,
we are not an underdog.
Okay,
we are not.
So.
We are going to beat
so there's a two part of me, and I think that I pray that history is on Ghana's side, where we lift our game in our second group at the World Cup and cause a shocker tonight to book our place in the second round of this competition. And for me, you should have been in town in the first game, and with all the problems against the Black Stars, you realize how when they say that football, or maybe the Black Stars, is the passion of the nation. You should have been in town after the Black Stars Panama game at the pubs, and it was something else.
Let's end this with one, and I'll give you one scripture, Hebrews 11. Now faith is the confidence in what we hope for, and the assurance about what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commended for. Amen. Look, tell us, what do you think? What are your predictions? Do you believe the Black Stars are going to win? I believe the Black Stars are going to win. This morning, I engaged our colleague Omahine and says Black Stars are going to win 3-1. I stand by it. I join in his prediction. So tell us, hashtag Joy SMS. You can also send us a message 055 1111997. 055-1111-997. And this morning, I would like to hear from our fathers and our grandparents, those who have seen the Black Stars play over a 40-year period, those of you who have seen the Black Stars lifting trophies, the energy, the spirits, and the hope. Share some with us this morning on the show. 055-1111-997. We'll be happy to hear from you this morning on the Super Morning Show. And it's time for Drive Safe, and it's brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality, Imperial General Assurance, Solid Protection. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how to ensure your safe arrival. Today, Black Stars play at 8 p.m. Quarter by 10, we would know that we've won. And usually when we're excited, especially those who will watch your games in pubs outside, you are likely to drink, you are likely to be overexcited, and you get into the car and you're driving home, your hazards on, your horns blowing. Please, let's check that. Let's not lose lives or have any injuries or lose property because we are celebrating the Black Stars. So tonight, keep your head screwed on, right? If you know you want to drink after the game, go out with friends to watch the game so that somebody else who doesn't drink will drive you home. And the hazard lights being on and the speeding and the attribute on the road for the celebratory attribute, we don't need that. We need you alive to see the next game and the next and the next. So that's your tip for the morning. And your field tip, everyone on site should know the location of emergency shut-off points. In the first seconds of a leak, fire or a spill, knowing what to shut down can reduce the danger fast. Information saves time and lives. And this is a message from Comac.
It's a great song. I mean,
it's a good one.
It's a great one.
Yes.
And you should be at the pubs when Ghana played against Panama, and it was something else, And it's not that I underestimate, but I was like, something dawned on me that they are the passion of the nation.
Yeah. Do you know what is exciting about watching the Black Stars play? Watching the game on TV and listening to the guys running the commentary on radio. It's so nice.
I see.
It's so nice. And they give you the right context. So if you're watching the game anywhere tonight, make sure you're listening to the commentary on Joy 99.7 FM. Now, Say It Right is brought to you by Kingdom Books, and at Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Do you ever use that expression in conversation? Yours truly? What do you think it means? Well, it is a formal way of referring to oneself. I'm sure you recognize its most common use as a way of signing off at the end of a letter. In its literal sense, it is a way of assuring the recipient of your sincerity. I am yours truly. So the writer is referring to himself. Now that rule is the same when used in conversation. Yours truly refers to yourself. Journalists use it often as a way of depersonalizing a narrative, since we are all trained to remove ourselves from our stories. So instead of saying I or me, we say yours truly. And that is how you say it right.
And Kingdom Books is still running the Kingdom Books yard sales at the Kingdom Books office at Osu. It starts at 9 a.m. every day, ends at 5 p.m. And you get up to 70% discounts on your books, your pens, your printers, your stylish and affordable home and office furniture. And so go to Kingdom Books at Osu for the Kingdom Books yard sales. Shop smart, save big. And you can call them on 0244 311 955 for more details.
Well, let's look at the headlines in any of the major
Before you give us the headlines, let me tell you about the SG Bank Mega Loans promo. From growing businesses to completing that building project and supporting education or family, many Ghanaians are already doing mega things with the mega loans from SG Ghana. It's now your turn, and they're giving you even lower, more competitive rates. So go achieve your dream with SG Ghana with a mega loans promo. If you're a salaried worker of SG Ghana listed companies, pensioners, eligible customers, you can access support for personal needs, family commitments, home projects, and a whole lot more. Okay? Enjoy big loans, small rates from SG Ghana. So we call them on 0302 214 314. Go to any SG Bank, SG Ghana branch near you. SG Ghana Mega Loans promo. It's happening. And SG Ghana, Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. George, what do we have in the newspapers? Brought to you by Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Happy Smile, and Star Oil Quality and Affordable Fuels.
Let's start with the Daily Graphic. One of the lead stories here is NDC names headquarters after Rawlings, and the flood claim 18 lives in Central Region, and Ghana, England cliffhanger. They settle old scores tonight. These are some of the lead stories on the Daily Graphic. Let me do the Daily Graphic sports. We are ready to die for Ghana. So says Thomas Asante. And these are some of the headlines. Let's do the Daily Guide. UTAG threatens strike over welfare issues. Dubois trial. Investigator details how some 49.1 million Ghana cedis moved to a private account. Major Safo shooting incident. The inside story. You want to grab the Daily Guide. And also, they also have the story about NDC renames the headquarters as JJ Rawlings House, and tension rocks Bantaman MPP over electoral album.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times. Historic World Cup clash. Can Black Stars tame the three lions? There's a photo of Semenyo, another photo of Caleb Yuenchi on the front page. Ghana has strong potentials for job creation. This is the World Bank. Central Region floods kill 18, displace dozens. Sad story coming from the Central Region. And suspend rent increases or face legal action. Guess who is speaking? The acting rent commissioner. He's warning hostel operators to suspend rent increases or face legal action. And if you go to the back page of the Ghanaian Times, patronize locally processed foods. Agric Minister is admonishing all of us. And 42 companies bid for the Keta Port project.
To the daybreak, we have Bost deny contamination claims at the Kumasi depot. That is what they are saying. They also have the electricity tariffs up by 3.49%, and water is up by 0.85% effective July 1. By-election looms as the Ashanti Achim North parliamentary seat vacant. That is a question mark. And bring on party ready, fit for showdown against the three lions of England.
And if you go to the Economic Times, banks face remittance cleanup as BOG deadline looms. Latest PPI data warns of possible rise in headline inflation. And falling global rice prices test Ghana's import quota plan. This is an interesting story there on the front page of the Economic Times.
Still on the issue about the Ajua Safo, the Chronicle has Ajua Safo, the Safo Akofena in pleas custody, 2 pistols, and also munitions actually recovered from his car. And Barima Sapon reconnects with the constituents. These are lead stories on the front page of the Chronicle.
Now, the National Enquirer, Adam Robek gets new chief. Danko has been installed, and we are told that Mickey Osei-Beko has withdrawn. Mahama pays tributes to Rawlings. NDC honors former President Rawlings. And Mahama salutes Navrungo Bogatanga Diocese, the 120 years of service of the diocese. NPA has donated essential supplies to the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. And North Ridge flooding raises alarm over planning failures. Those are stories from the National Enquirer. One more, invest in children's moral future. Julius Debra charges fathers. If you go to the Inside newspaper, Mahama salutes J.J. Rawlings. U.S. military, the lies and hidden cost against the real budget far larger than reported. They're talking about the U.S. military and how much they've spent on the various wars. Macron proposes international scientific initiative on reparatory justice and slavery legacy. And SIC Insurance rolls out electric vehicle fleet, eyes nationwide solar expansion in green transition drive. Those are the newspapers. If you, we are going to go online shortly, and the online news review is brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest. We'll start from My Joe Online, and we have a lot of stories on My Joe Online. And Black Stars are getting ready. And the Kojo Safo story is here. The top story on My Joe Online. Police arrest Israel Kojo Akofena Safo and 2 others over Adjoa Safo shooting incident. Electricity tariffs, as you said earlier, has increased by 3.49%. Water has increased by 0.85%, effective July 1. And Interior Ministry suspends Kantanka Security Services license following the Adjoa Safo shooting incident. Corrupt citizens are termites eating foundations of development. This is Toby Afede. Yes, corrupt citizens are termites eating foundations of development. And Thomas Partey, he says that he's ready for the England showdown as the Black Stars eye the group, the top of the group. So these are some of the stories on My Joy Online.
Yes, of course, we'll be bringing you more stories on the various social media
Let me take
platforms.
you to City Newsroom. Let me take you to City Newsroom quickly for some stories. Okay, let's get the details from the newspapers. Daily Graphic.
Let's talk about the flood issues. And, Kojo, my biggest disappointment is the local government authorities. If they are actually working, some of these things can be minimized. And it keeps on getting worse and worse each and every day. And you realize that it's more of human inflicted than the natural cause. What are the local government authorities, district assemblies doing? Is it about the funding issue still, instead of some of them still eyeing to become MPs? The members of parliament are supposed to pass laws. Development at the local level is for the district assemblies. Let them do their work.
Okay. Center spread of the Ghanaian Times. Can the Black Stars tame the 3 lions?
It's possible.
I want us to forget that your problem's more.
It is possible.
Charlie,
It is possible.
Andrew Norte writes this excellent story for the Ghanaian Times. He says the Black Stars of Ghana and the 3 Lions of England are set for a showdown that could define their fate or line of progression at the ongoing 2026 FIFA World Cup in a second Group L encounter at the Gillette Stadium today at 8 p.m. local time. At the highest level of football, Ghana and England have played each other only once. That is an international friendly that ended in a 1-1 stalemate in March 2011 at the Wembley Stadium. Andy Carroll opened the scoring for England, while Asamoah Gyan equalized for Ghana in the 90th minute. Today's encounter is therefore historic, as it presents both countries with the opportunity to go into history as the first to defeat the other in a competitive encounter. But the stakes are much higher than that. Both countries occupy the top 2 spots in Group L after the first round of matches. A win therefore can confirm a World Cup 2026 progression to the knockout stage of the competition with a game to spare. And he goes on to do the analysis, the players we're expecting to do well for us and all that.
You know, the person that it pains me so much that he is not fit for this game. He couldn't make Kudus.
Yes.
someone who can hold on to the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, but
Semenyo is there. Caleb Yenchi is there.
Caleb Yenchi, but I hope Partey has a good game tonight.
Caleb Yenchi is the type of man you say, don't mind the body, mind the engine.
You know, I pray he has a good game tonight. And if he has a good game, watching him when he was playing at Arsenal,
yes,
you know what that will mean for the team.
Yes.
I just pray he has a good game tonight.
And we are coached by a goat. Our coach is Portuguese. Portugal will play before us. See, Ronaldo will score, and it will inspire him to lead us to also beat England. What are you afraid of? Let's get some more stories.
Well, still on the we have a Daily Guide. UTAC threatens strike over welfare issues, and it looks like they are back again with some serious concerns that they're looking forward to Ghana to resolve as well. And also the story about the investigator details how 49.1 million moved into the private account of Edu Boateng. That it's in the Daily Guide. You want to grab that and get details of those stories as well.
There's an interesting story on the Keta port. You know, we've discussed it extensively before. How we launched the Keta port and nothing really is happening. The Ghanaian Times says 42 companies have bid for the Keta port project. And the story by Lawrence Womafa Akpalu in Keta says that 42 local and foreign construction companies have submitted bids to construct the Keta Harbour project. The Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Major General Paul Seydou Tanye Kulono, has disclosed. According to him, 4 of the companies that demonstrate the ability, expertise and capacity to execute a sufficient job will be selected to undertake the project. The director made this known last Thursday in Keta at a stakeholder engagement with communities to be affected by the construction of the Keta port. So, at long last, 42 companies have submitted bids. 4 will be selected to construct. We'll be keeping an eye on this project, the Keta port project. But more stories. Economic Times: falling global rice prices test Ghana's import quota plan. Now, Elikem Desewu writes that Ghana's planned rice import quota policy is facing an early market test as global rice prices soften, raising fresh questions about what the government and how the government can protect local producers without increasing cost for consumers. The proposed policy announced by the Minister for Food and Agri seeks to link the privilege of importing rice to verifiable support for domestic production. And under the plan, rice importers will be required to show evidence of procurement deals, partnerships or investment arrangements with local rice growers before receiving approval to import.
It is interesting you're talking about this because it appears that some of the rice farmers are still complaining that we can produce enough to feed this country.
We just need the investment.
You know, and it appears that, still the smuggling is a big issue and it's flooding the market like nobody's business.
Other stories?
Well, we have the daybreak as the by-election looms as the Asante Achim North parliamentary seat vacant. That is a question mark. It says that pressure is mounting on Parliament to declare the Asante Achim North parliamentary seat vacant following the prolonged absence of the constituency member of Parliament, that is Mr. Kwame Ohene Frimpong. The embattled member of Parliament remains detained in the Netherlands and has reportedly missed more than 15 sittings of Parliament to the disadvantage of the electorates in his constituency. And I think it'll be a good time to get an update on this issue. What is happening to him and what is Parliament's position or the Speaker's position on this particular issue?
Now, you know, yesterday we had a conversation with Isaac Deborah. Isaac is the project manager on the Dawinya Road. The road is in 2 lots. BHM is constructing 1 lot and the first guy is constructing the other lot. We called him because a lot of people on the Dawinya stretch have been complaining, and basically there are potholes that need fixing and wanted to understand what they were doing. Now, he promised us that one of the major potholes will be fixed as at yesterday so that traffic will move freely. So if you're on the Dawinya stretch, please tell me, have the potholes been fixed? If you have videos and photos, voice notes, please share with us, because this is what Isaac told us yesterday on the Super Morning Show.
The portals that we are talking about is just a single major defect on the main carriageway in between the free zone and then the TC Brothers traffic light. So we intended working on it over the weekend, but because of the rains, we were not able to work on it. And then we've been working on it all the time. We are doing maintenance and the routine, monitoring of the situation and all that all the time. So apparently, it's unfortunate that because of the rain, the situation has worsened. And we have plans on working on it today. When at least traffic in the morning comes down a bit, we'll work on it and make sure that the road is back to normal and then the traffic situation will improve.
So that was Isaac Debra. I think, look, George, it's fair to hear from the people in Dawinya, right? Please, if you are on the Dawinya stretch, motorway 055-1111-997, 0302-216-541. Isaac says, told us yesterday that your potholes will be fixed. The main Pone barrier, TT Brothers potholes will be fixed. Share with me if it's indeed been fixed. We have some 4 minutes before we go for the BBC News. And you can also send messages to me here on the show, 055-1111-997. I'll be happy to read your messages. We are putting our lenses on your roads, wherever you are across the country. Any road that give you headaches and any road that is a pain in your back, just share with us. We will not relent on putting pressure on the authorities to fix them for you.
And Kojo, it comes back to my question about the district assemblies and some of these things, and if it can be managed a little bit small, than to say that you are waiting for the central government to advance monies to you.
I went to Ashaiman, a place called New York, on Sunday with my 2 sons, and Nana Kobna, I actually recorded him. He said, "Daddy, are we swimming in a pool? We're driving a car." Yeah, I said, "But why are you asking?" I can see the waves. I can see the waves. I'm like, Ashaiman, New York, you've done the drains. You just need to put some machines on and make it work for people. What would you take? What would it take to do that? Nase is on the line. Good morning, Nase. Nase, can you hear me? Nase, good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
Nase, where are you at this moment?
Yeah, now. I used that road around 6:15 a.m. this morning.
Has the pothole been fixed?
It has not been fixed.
The one at TT Brothers.
TT Brothers has not been fixed.
How about the ones around the Pone barrier? Because yesterday he says the diversions around Pone barrier have been improved, and so traffic can move easily.
Yes, the Pone barrier has been fixed, but TT Brothers has not been fixed. As I speak to you now.
And how was the traffic when you were coming?
Oh, TT Brothers is very, very bad. As at 6:15, it started building up. As at 6:15 this morning.
Thank you, Nase, for joining us. Let me talk to Darlington. I believe Darlington is also in the area. Darlington, good morning. Darlington, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, Darlington?
I'm doing wonderful, sir.
I'm very well. Where are you at the moment?
At the moment, I'm at the Kwabenya stretch.
Okay, tell me your experience on the Dom Kwabenya stretch.
From Musuku roundabout, heading to Accra, a lot of potholes. That particular stretch that leads to Atomic Down is very terrible.
But your MP put some machines on the road last week or last 2 weeks to fix them. Have they not been fixed?
My goodness. That is not a type. We're talking about the new market. The Dominican new market. That stretch is very, very horrible. If you can send your news people to come, they'll see for themselves.
Wow. George, let's take a trip to the place today, okay?
Yeah.
You buy the fuel and I drive.
No problem.
Daniel is in Adentan. Daniel, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning, Daniel?
I'm doing well. You people?
I'm okay. How is Adentan this morning? Go ahead. Talk to me.
We are suffering. We don't know what is going on. From this junction straight to Akoto, we don't know either Lama district has to take in charge of it or Adenta district of that road. my brother.
Which road are you talking about?
Asabotu Road to Race Junction.
That road.
please, if people can do something about it. But if people, I know when you
right after third gate, past the golf filling station, to Maya Hut, all the way to Race Junction.
Race Hotel, Junction. There's been some manhole over there, my brother. It's very bad. It's very, very bad.
So at Denton Assembly and Lankwantanan Madina Assembly, I think they both share that particular road. And we hope they do something about it. If you are tweeting online, use the hashtag Traffic Watch. We want to know where you are. We want to know the traffic. We want to know your pain points, and we will keep pushing this, because as a Ghanaian, you deserve better. We expect people in office to do better for us to move safer. So share with us. Now at Tantra Hill says, good morning. Please, the road from mile 7 roundabout to KFC through to Tantra. There is a manhole right in front of the KFC. We need help. And this is Na at Tantra Hill. She says there is a manhole in front of the KFC and we need help. You know the sad thing, when you fall into any of those, you feel it in your heart. You feel it in your heart, and now you start thinking where you get your next amount of money to go to the mechanics. Miriam, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
By grace.
Great. Where are you calling from? And tell me, what's your issue?
I'm begging you, kindly tell the contractor to fix the potholes. Now from Accra to Amoah, you have to use 3 vehicles. They will load from Medina to Adenta to Sawmill. And then the charge, the truck people, the way they treat us on the stretch is so bad. It's so bad.
So from Medina to Amoah, you pick 3 rides?
Yes.
So from Medina to Adenta to Sawmill, and Sawmill to Amoah?
Yes.
Wow.
Yesterday, I had to walk some distance to Atomic Runabout, boarded the Trotsky. The Trotsky said I'm Adenta. Then we alighted at Barrier. Then another Trotsky came, says taxi rank. And do you know what they do? They will charge 10 cedis from Atomic to wherever. Even if you are coming to Amoah or wherever, or 10 cedis. After 6, they will charge 25 cedis. Yesterday, I had to pay 20 cedis from Atomic to Amoah. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Can you imagine? And there are manholes. They should fix the manholes for us. Seal it. So that and even if there are other by roads, they should make it ready. Make it ready. My children have moved out of this place. And I am also planning to move out because I can't bear it.
Thank you, Mariam, for joining us. And you know, the sad bit about that road, when you get to the Adenta barrier and you're about turning right onto the Amoah road, the potholes at the traffic lights announce to you the experience you are going to get on the road. Right at the traffic lights. And there was a day I bumped into that pothole and I just felt it in my soul. Let's talk to Kwesi. Kwesi will be our last caller. Kwesi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning, Kwesi?
Oh, I'm doing well.
You're live on the Super Morning Show. Where are you calling from? What's your pain point when it comes to your road?
I'm calling from Dansuman, but I use the Malam stretch most of the time. Guys, a road, a distance that takes less than, I live in Dansuman, and then I can go to work at West Hills. Just about from West Hills to my house used to be like 7 minutes. Yesterday and then the previous week, I've been spending about 1 hour. And I decided to look at what the cause is. I realized that it's the Malam Junction side there, the potholes over there. So we will be in traffic right after that pothole, then the road is flowing. So we are pleading to the Minister, Kwame Government Abuja. They should just cover the potholes for us. you will look at traffic all over and you realize that it is just the potholes that is, what the other callers were saying, just about the potholes. Right after the potholes, we are moving straight. So we are pleading. They should go around and then cover the potholes for us. Yeah?
Thank you, Kwesi. Thank you for that. So you can also send your messages 055-1111-997. Later, we'll activate the phone lines again for you to join the show. But we are going to end this here. And please let me apologize for our inability to bring you the BBC News. Once we started talking about roads, we started getting the calls. And sometimes it gets so painful. You need to give people the voice to express themselves. So forgive us for not bringing you the BBC News for this morning. We'll bring it to you in subsequent, for the subsequent bulletins, we'll give you the BBC. George, wrapping up?
For me, I think that this year, what this road thing is exposing is what happens to project management quality assurance, what goes into these constructual works, and also the drainage system. Most of these road thing has been gotten out of hand because we don't have an effective drainage system.
Yeah.
So the water is finding its way onto the road, and the road was not done well.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, there is more here on the Super Morning Show. But remember, 055-1111-997. That is the WhatsApp line. And if you are tweeting, use hashtag JoySMS and the hashtag Traffic Watch. We want to hear from you this morning on the Super Morning Show. And Black Stars are playing. Are we winning? Are we drawing? I'm not going to mention a loss because definitely Black Stars must win. We'll be right back.
Commercial activities of the food market and adjoining areas and directed traders to evacuate the affected zone as a precaution.
Clearly looking at the whole area, you see the threat of another landslide happening anytime soon because the rains have not stopped. And so in the discussion that we just had, I think that the key decision in this is to ask everybody who is in the way, all those along this stretch, to evacuate because nobody can predict. In fact, we couldn't predict this one. And so now that this has given us a clear indication of what could happen, anybody along this stretch must be told to evacuate so that we're able to save lives if anything happens after now.
Director of the Port of Takoradi, Captain James Richard Quason, said management had on several occasions unsuccessfully attempted to relocate premixed fuel activities from the operational areas of the fishing harbour.
And also the people must understand this. For these tanks, I know there'll be consistent call of them to relocate until now. Very unfortunate. Management look at it and then do the appropriate thing to safeguard the property, the facility, safeguard our people. Our people are very important.
By the time this report was filed, public announcements were underway informing traders and other occupants of the suspension of commercial activities and the evacuation order. In Athalia Kwanzaa's report, read to you.
In front of you, just lunge. 5-inch leg. Good. Dynamic again. Lunge.
Victory. What has been like the last few days for you guys?
It's been positive. The mood has been good. Everyone is ready for the next game, and listen, we won with just one game. It's not yet done, so we have 2 more important games, and we want to make sure that we do our best to enjoy ourselves and to get positive results.
And, but obviously, England is a much tougher task for everyone. You've played in England for a long time. A lot of the players have played in England for a long time. How does that make this match a little bit more special for you guys?
It's going to be a tough game. We all know that it's going to be a tough game, and that's why we're at the World Cup, because we play against the best. and we're ready for the challenge, and we're going to do our best to make ourselves proud and to make our country and our family proud.
Speaking about making proud, what can you tell us as a captain about your team players? Because you won a very complicated game that maybe you think it was going to be a draw, and at the end you were able to score. What can you tell us about that?
At the World Cup, there's no game that's easy. Every game is difficult because you play against the best teams, and obviously it was a difficult game. But at the end, we got the 3 points, and that's the most important thing. Now we're moving. Now we're playing against England. It's going to be really difficult, and we'll see what happens. But we'll try and do our best to put on a show and to make our family and our country proud.
And what about the emotions?
They're strong everywhere. They have big players, and it's going to be a tough game. And that's why you have the World Cup, because you have the best players. So that's it.
In terms of managing the emotions in camp, very important. Obviously, this is the first time we've won an opening game at the World Cup since 2010. What's the last few days been like in terms of managing the emotions and expectations among especially a very young crop of players?
Listen, you have to find the right balance, between enjoying yourself and not losing the focus, and that's been really, really good. I think everyone has really enjoyed the victory, and now everyone is focused on England. So listen, we're going to do our best and make ourselves proud, the country proud, and we'll see what happens. But everything has been good so far, so we thank God.
What's the most important strength that you have as a team that is going to help you beat England?
The word you said, team.
Yeah,
it's going to be about the team.
And one word for the fans. They showed up in Toronto. I'm sure you saw the scenes after that. How much more are you expecting them to carry you guys through in this game against England?
Listen, without the fans, we are nothing, So it's very important that the fans are there. And like I said, they have to be positive and keep on pushing us, because if they come and push us and being positive, you see the effect, and we'll score in the last minute or we'll have positive results. So I wish and I hope that they will keep on pushing and staying positive.
Can you tell a bit more about your role inside the group? Because you're one of the leaders, the many young players. What is people expecting from your role in the team right now?
Listen, I'm doing my best to guide the boys and to make them feel as comfortable as they can, and to take off the pressure of them, and to do my best for us to perform on the pitch, and that's all I do. I'm being myself, and I have to perform as well. They have to perform as well. It's a teamwork, so we're helping each other to perform.
What's the one thing you can promise Ghanaians ahead of this England game?
That we're going to give our 100%, that we're going to fight, and I will make sure that when we come out of this game, we'll have no regrets.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
That's what it's been like for you the last few days since you've been here. How are you feeling physically ahead of the game?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm feeling good. We've been training good, and everybody's ready. I think we are here to, try our best to compete with the rest of the teams, and I think preparation is key, and I'm feeling okay.
Talk to us about the atmosphere in camp since the victory from Canada. How are the boys feeling, and how much are you guys itching to go against England?
Yeah, I think the emotions at camp was really good from our first game, and everybody is here to enjoy. We are going to this game. We know we have to compete with the best players, and this is why we are here, to compete with the best players and also to learn and also to give our best.
Yeah. And then personally, obviously, you missed the first game. Does that make you even more eager to face England now?
Well, I think it's part of football. Things happen outside football that you cannot control. So for me now, I feel okay and I'm ready to play.
And Declan Rice, your former teammate, you're coming up against him. That should be some battle.
Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy. Very good players, and I'm happy to really play against him again.
So the Black Stars are having their last training session here at the Brian.
On the challenges we have with movement, and wherever you are, just send us a message. We'd like to hear from you, and what is really happening on your road, and the challenges that need to be eliminated for you to move easily. Now, yesterday we spoke to Isaac Debra. He's a project manager on the Dawenya Road. The road is in two lots. One is being executed by First Sky, the other by BHM. And so yesterday we reached out to Isaac to understand what's happening to the road because people are suffering on the road. And in fact, 2 callers called in and mentioned the TT Brothers pothole, and they said they were going to fix it. Now this morning we've received some of your calls. One person says it's not been fixed, but we have our friend Jerry who lives in the area, and we've reached out to him to check for us whether it's been fixed or not. So Jerry is on the line. Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, Kojo. I'm doing well.
Where are you at the moment?
Okay, so I am almost in Accra, so because of this interview, I've just parked my car for my own safety.
You are almost in Accra. So, this doesn't happen often. That's at this time of the day you are almost in Accra.
Yes, it will never have happened if they had not fixed the potholes at the TC Brothers. So as the gentleman, the engineer promised yesterday, they have fixed it. And so today when I got there, I noticed that traffic was really flowing.
So it wasn't bumpy.
I'll be able to get to Accra really on time, and I must say I'm happy. But my challenge for Joe is that if it was just going to take them a day to fix it, why have they left it for over a month and we are going through a lot of pain? It was taking me 2.5 hours to get to work, and then when I'm going back, 3 hours. Why? Why should these contractors and our municipal people make Ghanaians suffer this way? What have we done to them? When we talk about productivity, that's where it starts from. Just committing to work, and it's taking over 5 hours every day. Do not know the toll on our health. Why are they so insensitive? If it could take you a day to fix that pothole at TT Brothers, why is it taking you all this time? Why? I mean, people should think about the health and safety of Ghanaians. The citizens are suffering. Kojo, when I'm moving and I'm coming home and I see people by the roadside who are waiting to get a car, it's so bad. And every stretch, every bus stop, you see a lot of people waiting to get a car. Where are the cars? What is happening? What is happening, Kojo?
Wow. So it's been fixed.
People should be up and doing it. As for the Dawonia route, from Barrier to the Dawonia stretch, I don't see any contractor. I don't see any work they are doing.
I don't see
on
First
the
Sky there.
motorway stuff, I use it every day. You get to a certain portion and you see some 1 or 2 excavators and a few people in reflectors. I think they are working. Why can't they do this work in 24 hours? A major ECOWAS route. Why won't they do 24 hours on this road? So are we going to be going through this for the next 2-3 years because the contractors are sleeping and the municipal people too are not helping with the intercity road? I mean, they are putting too much stress on us. And by the time they get to work, we're already tired. We are suffering.
Jerry, thank you. Thank you for giving us this update. So, Jerry lives on the stretch, and we reached out to him to check for us whether the pothole has been fixed. And as he's saying, it's been fixed, traffic is flowing, but the main challenge with the road still exists. The pain on the Dawonia road still exists. The pain on the motorway still exists. But Ministry of Roads and Highways, what power would it take for you to publish all the projects ongoing on your website and give us updates on progress, give us updates on even disbursements, give us updates on expected completion times so that people can plan? Now, Miriam takes 3 cars from Medina to Ashaleboche. That's where I live, to Amranya. That's where I live. 10 cities, 10 cities, 10 cities. That is 30 cities. If she was coming from Accra and she took a ride to Medina, that's another 15 cities. So in a day, someone like Miriam will spend 45 home and maybe 30 out. That's almost 80 cities. Times 10 is 800 cities. So times 20, if she works 20 days a week, that's 1,600 Ghana cedis. That is somebody's salary being spent on transportation. So what are we doing? Let's do better for people. And next month, the month of July, it will be a neck pressing month here on the Super Morning Show, because we'll be pressing necks of people who are supposed to do the right thing for us to live better as Ghanaians. You should watch out for what we'll be doing on the show next month. Now, BBC News is brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Oba Spaghetti is made for you. Call your people, call your crew. Come chop Everybody should chop Oba. You know, go stop. Oba come chop, everybody chop. And this morning we are looking at the Black Stars game. We are looking at your roads as well. And we'll be bringing you more updates on the Kojo Safo matter here on the show, on the Super Morning Show. And later, those of you who want to enter Agric, those of you who want to get into Agribusiness and you're wondering, is it worth it? Should I do it? We have a big conversation coming up with a lady who has been doing it for 25 years. She'll be sharing all her experiences, all the low moments, all the high moments, everything you need to know in managing your thought process, your emotions before you go into Agric. Coming up on the Super Morning Show. Now, breakfast is already special, and with Nido, it just got even better. Now, with the Nido 10 plus 1 promo on the 14 gram and the 23 gram packs, you have 10 plus 1 more reasons to enjoy breakfast. Buy one strip of the promo packs and get 11 sachets instead of the 10. So they give you one extra sachet free. That's more smiles at the table, more creamy goodness, fortified with iron and more value for your family. And because your breakfast deserves a little extra, just get Nido and enjoy. Ghana Day. Black Stars 3, England 1. Pate 1 goal. Semenyo 1 goal. If they make me angry, I'll let the goalkeeper also score 1 goal. Yes, and their coach will score the equalizer for the one goal for them. Giddy. We are winning against England today. Just mark it somewhere. 3-1. We are winning against England today. So just get ready to jam today. But look, if you are planning that building project, if you need electrical cables and gadgets, you need to talk to San Cablo right now. They make their cables in Ghana with 99.99% pure copper. It's certified by the Ghana Standards Authority and the Energy Commission, and you can find San Cablo cables and accessories at all leading electrical shops nationwide. If you want to buy in bulk, you call 024-337-4034. San Cablo, Lighting Africa. San Cablo, from site, go home. Now we be the plug. The Ministry of Interior has released a statement on the Kojo Safo issue, the Adjoa Safo shooting. We know that the Ghana Police Service has picked up Kojo Safo and 2 others. Yesterday, the CID also picked up some 6 others. The license of their security company has been revoked. But what else is being done? Where are we with that particular case? We'll get you more updates on that today on the show. If you need a water tank that does the right job for you and stores water, if you need a durable one made for the Ghanaian weather, get the Syntex tank. Join the Syntex family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. So if you're thinking of water storage for your home, for your office, for your industrial setup, call 0244-335-168 to buy a Syntex tank or talk to any of the 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, you're strong, you're tough. And if you're looking for a fun way to stay active, if you want to connect with people and have an exciting Saturday morning experience, there's something big coming up. It's on the 11th of July. It's organized by Omnibasic Bank, and it's happening at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. 5:30 a.m. We are walking. We are going to have an energetic health walk, massive exhibition with great deals and discounts, and the chance to network with over 1,000 Ghanaians. So set your reminders and get ready for an unforgettable experience at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, 11th of July, 5 a.m. Let's do this together. Again, if you want more information on the Omnibasic Bank Health Walk, you call 030-708-6000. 030-708-6000. Better health starts here, and is brought to you by Omnibasic Bank, not just another bank. The 50th annual general meeting of shareholders of Total Energies is coming up. It will be held in person. There will be the virtual option as well and streamed live to all shareholders from the Wesley Towers number 3 Ambassadorial Enclave here in Accra. It's happening on Thursday, 25th of June, 2025, this Thursday at 11 a.m. So shareholders, please take notes and join the 50th annual general meeting Now, if you are traveling, those of you who are getting ready to go see the Black Stars, if you are traveling for any business, get the right travel insurance with Glyco. And Glyco also have the Glyco Life app, which helps you to manage your policy. It's easy. It's very easy. You can track your policy, you pay premiums, you submit your claims, and you download your documents all on your phone, anytime, anywhere. No queues, no paperwork, no stress. You just tap. You scroll and you're sorted. So download the Glyco Life app now, because Glyco is always there. They cushion you for life, and Melcom is giving you great deals. Great deals. You shop for 800 Ghana cedis or more, and you get a chance to score big every week. You win amazing prizes, including 3 cars, 5 giant 98-inch television sets, 4 Samsung Galaxy Fold 7 smartphones, 4 SBS refrigerators from Akai, 10 LG soundbars, plus 40,000 Ghana cedis. It's all happening with Melcom. Shop, score, and win. Whether you're buying groceries, whether you're buying electronics, appliances, furniture, fashion, do that at Melcom. Spend 800 cedis or more and enter the draw, because at Melcom, every deal deserves a goal. And Melcom is where Ghana shops.
Tools that we are talking about is just a single major defect on the main carriageway in between the free zone and then the TC Brothers traffic light. So we intended working on it over the weekend, but because of the rains, we were not able to work on it. And then we've been working on it all the time. We're doing maintenance and the routine, monitoring of the situation and all that all the time. So apparently, it's unfortunate that because of the rain, the situation has worsened, and we have plans on working on it today. When at least traffic in the morning comes down a bit, we'll work on it and make sure that the road is back to normal, and then the traffic situation will improve.
Charlie, this road matter. You know why I'm playing the voice again? Because we have some other reactions by other road users on the Pon Road that the thing has still not been fixed. Charlie, now we have to fly a drone to Pon. And this is where we miss Dr. Baumia. Drones to fight Galamsey, drones for healthcare, drones for agric. You need drones to also check the... So look, if you're on the Pon Road, 05511119997. Just when you get to TT Brothers, just stop and take a photo or a video and send to me. When you get to TT Brothers, just stop, take a photo or video and send to me. We are also trying to dispatch someone there, but the fact that the person will deal with the motorway traffic pains us. So if you're already in that traffic, just send us a video and a photo, and let's verify whether Isaac's statement that pothole will be fixed has been fixed. And wherever you are across the country, share with us. Let's also know where you are, the potholes you are dealing with, and the fixes you are looking for. We have a lot of your messages. I'll be reading them, but there's a quick fix loan for you from Bank of Africa. Their promo is running till the end of October 2026. They are giving you short-term loans at very slim rates to salaried workers. And they understand that you have urgent needs to sort out. That's why they are giving you this quick fix. Whether it's for school fees, prospectus, car maintenance, those of you driving on very bad roads, or that much deserved family vacation, Bank of Africa will sort you out fast. Visit the nearest branch or chat Fafa. Go to boaghana.com. WhatsApp 0244-338-226 for inquiries. Sometimes all you need is a quick fix. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. Franco is still giving you phones from Nokia, Samsung, Apple, smart TVs, and they are giving you up to 40% discount if you shop online. So if you don't have the Franco Trading app, go online, go to the Google Play Store, get the Franco Trading app, Franco, and enjoy up to 30% discount on everything you buy from Franco. Or you go to francotrading.com, or you call them on 0246-422338. Franco is still phone papa fee. This message here says Kaswa to Accra is 10 cities, Kaswa to Circle is also 10 cities, Kaswa to Kanishi is 8 cities. Now they pick Kaswa to Barrier, Barrier to Odoko, and Odoko to Kanishi or Accra. So by the time you get to your destination, you would have paid about 30 cities for a trip that should cost you 10 cities. The traffic problem is caused by the uneven surfaces at the Tuba Junction and the other places on the road. The silt covering portions of the road few meters after the toll booth and the unmotorable portion of the SEC to Old Barrier section. It is compounded by the Orari-like road. Yes, the road that looks like Orari at the Malam Junction and some potholes right under the Sakaman traffic light. Is pathetic. And this is Papa K from Kaswa. Charlie, Papa K, we are sorry that you guys have to deal with this, but you are going to push a lot more for your road to be fixed for you. This one says the Savannah Road going to Aduma Estates is really, really terrible. You can't drive on this road without experiencing serious waist and back problems. It takes about an hour to get to the Savannah Junction before you join the Dowenya Accra Main Road. What crime have we committed? We need help. Indeed. What crime have these people committed? Minister of Roads, what really is the plan? Before the rainy season, we predicted that the roads were going to be damaged. A lot of issues were going to come up. What was your maintenance strategy to ensure smooth, to ensure that people would drive better during the rainy season when these challenges come? What lessons are you learning from some of these things to improve the commute, the experience for commuters within Ghana? It would be great to know from you. And when are you publishing the list of all the contractors in the project so we know when the projects will be done so we can plan our lives around these things? Minister of Roads, what's up? Now, if you are driving to Kumasi, you don't have to drive to Circle or Kaneshi to pick a ride. You can just download the Oya Bus Ride app on Google Play Store or the App Store. And then you can book a ride, pick your preferred seats, select your pickup location, and then the bus will pick you up and take you to Kumasi. No unnecessary hassle. And this is the Oya Bus Ride app made right here in Ghana for you, for your convenience. So if you don't have it, go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and discover how your journey should begin on your phone with the Oya Bus Ride. No giddy giddy. Oya, let's go. And there's some good news for you if you are looking to advance your security career and increase your earning potential. The Physical Security Professional and the Professional Certified Investigator certificates from ASIS. They are globally recognized credentials that validate your expertise. So if you're in the fire service, any of the security agencies, national security, police, military, customs, private, corporate, industrial, call this number or WhatsApp this number 024 578 9071 and tell them you want to enroll in the PSP and PCI preparation programs today. The ASIS International Certification takes you from experience to global recognition. We are going for a quick break. When we come back, your birthday messages, sports coming up, and more of your messages on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
"30 years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. Now to celebrate 30 years.
Football pitch. This is the last training before the game tomorrow, 4 p.m. local time. We had the opportunity to speak to 3 players, Thomas Partey, Gideon Mensah, and Jordan Ayew, about preparations and how they're feeling ahead of the match. It was really interesting to hear from Thomas, who said that he's eager to go, itching to go. And obviously, he was asked about the question of not being able to be part of the team in Toronto. And he said there are things that just happen outside of football and you have absolutely no control about that. And he's putting it behind him. He's itching to go. He also spoke about his eagerness to come up against Declan Rice, someone that he played alongside for several years at Arsenal Football Club. The feeling from speaking to Thomas is that he is itching to go against England. And another one that's really echoed throughout the conversation with some of the players, Gideon Mensah and Jordan Ayew, is that there is a certain admission that this England game will be the toughest one yet for the Black Stars team. And that awareness is what has fed into the preparations they've had ahead of this particular game. I asked Jordan Ayew in particular, the one thing that he can promise Ghanaians ahead of this game. And he said it doesn't matter. He can't promise 3 points. He can't promise a victory. What he can promise is that they will fight and they will make sure that at the end of the day, whatever the outcome, Ghanaians will be proud of what they put out there. And you can tell that that's a message that's been re-echoed to them from the head coach, Carlos Queiroz, who has said in the past that for him, it's not only just about the results, but also more about ensuring that Ghanaians feel a certain sense of pride in the way the team performs. Gideon Mensah spoke about pride as well. In his case, he finished the game as captain of the Black Stars in a match against Panama, started the move that eventually resulted in the goal. Made his debut in 2019, and 7 years later, here we are. And he spoke about the support and how proud his family felt about that, being able to captain his team at this level. But more importantly, he also spoke about the focus and finding the right balance between celebrating the Panama victory and switching immediately to preparatory mode ahead of the England match. So by and large, the mood in camp is very positive, it's very energetic, and you can feel a sense of focus among the players ahead of this game against England. The local time, of course, for kickoff at the Gillette Stadium is 4 p.m., which is around 8 p.m. Ghana time. And later in the day, we'll also get to hear from the head coach, Carlos Queiroz. We'll see what he says.
With the play that you mentioned or whatever it is, another play, only one player that I'm concerned that progress and be better, it is the team. So I am full confident that the starting lineup tomorrow, they'll be strong, enthusiastic, with a lot of motivation to get the result that we need to move forward. Yeah. Have the right attitude, knowing that we win or we learn. So we have a great challenge tomorrow. We know it's a important game for both teams. One of the teams on the pitch is probably in the list of be a candidate to win the World Cup. So the full responsibilities of the game it is on top of our opponent. But we don't escape from our dreams, goals, and responsibilities. We want to win the game. That's and one thing it is sure. When the game starts, we play to win. England play to win. They come left, we stop them left, and we go right. If they go in there, we go stop in there, they go down. If they go down, it's to use the submarines. The submarines are forced. We have to fight 90 minutes. We have to play the game that is in front of us. They're gonna try to win. We're gonna do exactly the same during 90 minutes, with the same spirit, with the same fighting attitude. And at the end of the game, what is important for me, it is when the game finished, that my players, they come out with their head up and make fans proud of them, and play for the prestige and the reputation of the country. And when they come, they must be proud of themselves, from the families, from the friends, from the shirt that they dress. And we live then, let's say, African teams. What is really the meaning of African teams? Are teams that are really pure identity with local education and growing up in Africa, in that environment, or African boys that they born in Europe and in other places in the world. They have a different approach of training and mentality. This is the evolution, the progress of the game. Before, you're right, we have African teams, European teams, but this world is not anymore about 4 or 5 identities. We have now mixed identities, Afro-Americans, Euro-Africans, and this is what we can see today when we see Ghana or Senegal or these teams playing.
God bless you. May your birthday be blessed with a Black Stars win, so your celebration will be complete.
And that win would be courtesy a goal from Thomas Partey after 90 plus 2 minutes.
And that takes us to the Sports Center. And before we get into the Sports Center, we sent our executive reporter to the Titi Brothers pothood scene. And he has an update for us. We'll share with you after Sports Center here on the Super Morning Show. And Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app to go SIMless today. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. DSTV, the biggest football tournament, is here. And DSTV is giving you front row seats to all the action live wherever you are. It's the FIFA World Cup 2026, and it's that time when everything can wait. Even sleep can wait. DSTV is your home of entertainment and high sense everyday prices for everyday people. So, the big moments are here, and the MTN app is making it even better. The big moments start with small things: a call to a loved one, a Momo transaction to support family, a bundle to grow your business. But what if they could lead to something bigger than you ever imagined? The MTN at 30 promo is running. Yeah. It's running. And every call, every test, every browse, every Momo transaction, every connection.
That's why you should be sending me money all the time.
I'll send you 1 CD this morning. Yes. And every connection to home fiber and every activity on the My MTN app earns you points towards amazing rewards, including the nine brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados. Yes.
If I get one, will MTN collapse?
Over 10 million Ghana cedis in cash prizes and unforgettable experiences just for you if you get one. Because every move counts. Download the MTN app today. Okay. Don't ask if. Download the MTN app and be in a good position to win. Or you dial *530# or use the My MTN app to participate now, and let's stay connected everywhere you go. MTN at 30 promo, make every move count. Terms and conditions apply. And for over 130 years, Standard Chartered has been in Ghana. They've been more than a bank. They've been a partner in progress, and they are ready to help you grow even better. 130 years of expertise to drive cross-border connections that move businesses forward, support your financial and wealth aspirations, and also to sustainably impact communities. As always, we believe that we can achieve more by partnering together. So talk to Standard Chartered today. Standard Chartered here for good.
And Kojo, do you know one thing? Whenever a tournament like the FIFA World Cup comes around, there's often a certain fever surrounding it. And Hisense has got something special for us. So the spirit of the World Cup is here, from Hacho to Kumasi. The rhythm of the game is calling, and Hisense is bringing the stadium heat right to your doorstep. As we root for our very own Black Stars on the world stage, Hisense is taking the experience to the next level with exclusive World Cup promo offers that you simply can't miss. Mark your calendars. From now to 28th June, every goal and every celebration will feel legendary. Whether you are screaming goal from your bedroom, the office, or the lounge, our televisions and sound systems are built to capture that authentic stadium atmosphere for every football lover in Ghana. So upgrade your viewing game with our massive range, from sleek 32-inch smart TVs to the mind-blowing 116-inch giant screens. Pair them with powerful Hisense sound systems so you can hear every chant and whistle like you're sitting right in the stands. Now, for more exciting news, Hisense has joined forces with MTN Ghana and DSTV to bring you special World Cup packages when you buy selected Hisense models. It's a total win-win for everyone. Visit any authorized Hisense showroom nationwide today and discover these exciting World Cup offers for yourself. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people. Call us on 030-255-0000 or visit our website hisense.com.gh. Our showrooms are at Amoah, East Legon, Accra.
It's everywhere.
In fact, I frequent the East Legon one, so that they should make me an ambassador and sort me out.
You want a car from MTN? You want something from Hisense?
Yes.
Please give us the spots.
Hello, everyone. You're welcome to Joy Sports Center here with me, Muftau Nabila Abla. And coming up this morning,
triggering an attack here. Medina coming up on the outside. Oh, yes, there it is. There it is. In terms of scoring in World Cup finals, you are looking at the greatest of all time.
Lionel Messi pulls clear as the leading goal scorer in the history of the World Cup, netting a brace against Austria to fire Argentina to a run of 32. But Kylian Mbappe is keeping the pressure on his former teammate.
Interchanging of the French players as well. Mbappe hits it! Oh, what a strike! And just finds that far post with a bullet shot.
The France captain also struck twice, moving to within 2 goals of Messi, and Le Bleu booked their place in the next round with a convincing win over Iraq. We will have more on those games shortly, but first, the Black Stars have completed preparations for tonight's crucial 2026 World Cup showdown with England at Boston Stadium. Ghana held their final training session at Bryant University and head into the match knowing that the victory would secure a place of 32 with a game to spare. The Black Stars head into the game following a Navy 1-0 win over Panama in their Group L opener, while England beat Croatia 4-2. Joy Sports editor Fentio was at the session and reports.
So the Black Stars are having their last training session here at the Bryant University football pitch. This is the last training before the game tomorrow, 4 p.m. local time. We had the opportunity to speak to 3 players, Thomas Partey, Gideon Mensah and Jordan Ayew, about preparations and how they're feeling ahead of the match. It was really interesting to hear from Thomas. Obviously, he was asked about the question of not being able to be part of the team in Toronto, and he said there are things that just happen outside of football.
Well, I think it's a part of football. Things happen outside football that you cannot control. So for me now, I feel okay and I'm ready to play. Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy. Very good players, and I'm happy to really play against him again.
And I asked Jordan Ayew in particular, the one thing that he can promise Ghanaians.
That we're going to give our 100%, that we're going to fight. I will make sure that when we come out of this game, we'll have no regrets.
And you can tell that that's a message that's been re-echoed to them from the head coach, Carlos Queiroz.
But we don't escape from our dreams, goals and responsibilities. We want to win the game. That's and one thing it is sure. When the game starts, we play to win. England play to win. At the end of the game, what is important for me, it is when the game finished, that my players, they come out with their head up and make the Ghana fans proud of them, and make the Ghana fans proud of them, and play for the prestige and the reputation of the country.
Gideon Mensah spoke about pride as well. In his case, he finished the game as captain of the Black Stars in a match against Panama.
It feels very good for me, and then it doesn't really make me want to stop. It makes me want to push more and then do something for my country as well. I think we are very ready. We can't compare the preparation towards Panama to what we are preparing towards England. Obviously, it's going to be something that is more than what we did against Panama. But then at the end of the day, it's a whole game. It's a tournament, it's a World Cup, and then you come here hoping that you play against most of the biggest teams and the biggest players in the world. So it's not something that surprises us anymore. It's something that we are supposed to stood up on our feet and just push it, make it to our country and ourselves.
So by and large, the mood in camp is very positive, it's very energetic, and you can feel a sense of focus among the players ahead of this game against England.
Fentio Tahiro reporting that England have got 3 Lions, Ghana have got 35 Lions that will be lining up against them later tonight. Thomas Partey's former teammate Declan Rice spoke alongside his manager Thomas Tuchel. Rice acknowledged the fact that Ghana possesses quality, but he said they are familiar with most of the Ghanaian players.
Like you mentioned, Thomas there, I played with Thomas at Arsenal, a really good player, but also I've played against a lot of the Ghana team, and like I said from the clips, I know what they're going to bring. They're going to bring strength, pace. They're going to want to catch us out on the counter-attack. So yeah, we need to be ready for everything, but also having played against a lot of them players, I already know what's going to be coming tomorrow.
Meanwhile, his manager is also saying something similar about Ghana being physical and will rely on counter-attacks.
I will not give anything away for tomorrow's lineup. Declan just mentioned one of the threats is the counter-attack, because Ghana plays with a lot of physicality. They play with a lot of speed, individual quality. They don't mind if they don't have so much of the ball, because they burst into high-speed attacks on the counter. They play very direct when they're on the ball. They're not shy to use long balls. They bring 4 or 5 players into the attack. So, yeah, it's a different approach, than the last match, but that's the beauty of it.
Indeed, that's the beauty of it, and it is going to be beautiful tonight. England boss Thomas Tuchel there. Thomas Partey continues to dominate the pre-match conversation with questions lingering over whether England players will shake his hand before kick-off. Former England defender John Terry says he would have done so without hesitation if he were in the team.
Listen, I think they're all big boys and they'll make their own decisions, but I think you do the right thing in terms of millions of people watching. Like you said, Piers, it's innocent until proven guilty, and I don't know the facts or the ins and outs of the case, so I'm certainly not in a place to comment. But if you're asking me, would I shake the players' hands? Yes, I would, and I think the players are big enough to kind of make their own decisions on that.
Make their own decision later tonight when Ghana lines up against England. That was John Terry, Chelsea and England. Great. Ghana and England will face each other for the second time in history tonight after their maiden meeting in 2011 in Wembley, which ended 1-1. Many will recall that famous goal from Asamoah Gyan to draw parity. The game will kick off at 8 p.m. at the Boston Stadium and will be live on Joy Prime with build-up starting at 6 p.m. Laie Kingston, Christopher Nimley and David Akam are going to be our panelists for that game. There will also be live commentary on Joy 99.7 and H 103.9 FM. Ghana's Group L openers Panama and Croatia will face off later at 11 p.m. in Toronto. Away from the Black Star, Lionel Messi became the World Cup all-time leading goal scorer after netting twice against Austria to send Argentina into the round of 32 with a 2-0 win. The Argentines captain 18-goal tally moves him 2 clear of former Germany striker Miroslav Klose, and Argentina joins Mexico, the United States and Germany in the knockout phase. And then later it was Norway who also defeated Senegal by 3-2 to make it to the round of 32. That game was live on Joy Prime. Kylian Mbappe matched that greatness by scoring twice to lead France to a dominant 3-0 victory over Iraq. The French star's stellar performance also secured his country's ticket to the round of 32. Erling Haaland kept the superstar goal rush going by netting a crucial second half brace as Norway edged past Senegal 3-2 to also confirm a run of 32 spot. Senegal fought back bravely with late goals but remains in a desperate battle to survive the group. Ronaldo and Portugal will try again for their first win of the tournament as they square up against Uzbekistan at 5 p.m. later today. Also in Group K, DR Congo take on Colombia at 2 a.m. Kojo.
Yeah,
these are the first fixtures we've got to you tonight, and tonight
Portugal is playing.
Portugal is playing.
Well, see Ronaldo show his goatness.
Most importantly, Thomas Partey is going to show his goatness for Ghana.
Thomas, goat. Was they say Messi?
I'm waiting for that headline. 90 minutes plus 2. Thomas Partey solitary strike secures 1-0 victory for Ghana over England.
Let me tell you something. The truth is, we'll score 3 goals and then they'll get 1. We'll
Would
score the 3 Lions for them and they'll score 1. One. As I say,
I want 1.
We give them executive, legislature, and judiciary, and then they'll take the media. Muftau, thank you for bringing us the sports. And so that was Sports Center with Muftau here on the Super Morning Show. We are getting a lot of your messages and we'll be sharing with you on the show. But this morning also, we'll be talking to the Ghana Revenue Authority. Yes, the GRA is embarking on an intensive radio tax education campaign dubbed the GRA Connect. Last week they were here, today they'll be here as well. And funny enough, this week I've had conversations with a lot of SMEs who have problems with the GRA. They have problems paying their taxes. Some of them have problems dealing with GRA stuff. Now the new GRA says that no, you don't need to have problems with us. We want to come to you and solve the problems with you. So this morning they join us in the studio for us to talk about what's happening within GRA, the taxpayers' rights, and related matters here on the show on 99.7 FM Joy FM. Now let me read some of the messages we have. This message says, please, which regulator must ensure that explosives are not moved in rush hours every morning from Tema to Accra via the motorway? And this same person sent another message, and this time she sent a video of the road under construction. In fact, it's from Amoah. Now Amoah says, we got stopped a few minutes ago around Tanink Community 12 for the workers to pour some filling material on the Owari patches we've been driving through for weeks. Why do they wait for us to hit the road and start pretending to be doing something? The contractor and their workers come to work between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. like you and I because they don't want to pay for overtime. So instead of working 24 hours in a 24-hour economy to quicken the pace of work, they won't. The contract sums are huge, but our people are just wicked. What sort of country is this? This is a message from Amoah with a video, and it's a message she sent at 7:48 a.m. Big stories on the Super Morning Show brought to you by Telecel, connecting energies. Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. Today, our big story, we are focusing on your roads, and we'll also be talking to the authorities to get more on the Accra-Aflao matter. But the bigger story is that the Black Stars will shine and we will tame the Three Lions of England. Later on the show, we'll be having a conversation with a farmer who has been doing it for 25 years. She'll be sharing her experiences with us here on the show. Now, travelers, the days of switching off your data when you travel are over. Yes, Telecel says that's in Munjaye. They have the Telecel World Plus roaming bundles. They give you unmatched value and the best rates across up to 100 countries, including every country in Africa. No more landing in a new country and worrying about how to order a ride, find your hotel, navigate a new city, or stay in touch with family and friends. No more hunting for local SIMs. No more fear of expensive roaming charges. They are giving you rates from as low as 0.009 pesos per megabyte and incredible value on voice and data. The Telecel World Plus roaming bundles keep you connected from the moment you land. So dial *5959 hash to activate your bundle on the Telecel Play app today. Telecel, connecting energies. And if you are going through the day, get your Cowbell Coffee close to you, on campus, in the office, through your daily hustle. Make sure you have the Cowbell Coffee. There are moments you need something that helps you to show up. Every moment needs you to show up. So get Cowbell Coffee. Partner with Cowbell Coffee and make your moments even better. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the little moments. And the little cups of Cowbell Coffee gives you the vim to go through those moments. Cowbell Coffee day with you every moment. And if you want your day to start right, you need to sleep right. And you need to sleep on latex foam mattresses. Don't buy those bad mattresses on the market too. I saw a video on TikTok. Somebody bought a mattress. Ultimo say Bankupa no more. Mama na didn't no more the cardboard. Don't go and sleep on Banku. Sleep on a proper mattress. Get latex foam rubber products. Get a latex foam mattress for your home. Call the Accra office on 0302-231155. The Kumasi office on 03-220-29365. Or you go to their website, latexfoamghana.com, and get the right mattresses. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Pure African team at this mixed identity of schools, experiences, different cultures. But at the end,
And your social media messages on the SMS brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief, Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. Now, do you know how money really moves in Ghana? Do you? You don't, right? Now, EcoBank knows it doesn't move only on payday. It moves every day, connecting Ghanaians with their families, communities, and businesses. It's airtime sent to that sister, transport money for dad, support for a cousin's education, contributions towards the family funeral, and a helping hand when it matters most. And in Ghana, money is more than a transaction. It's people supporting people, families helping families, communities moving forward together. And EcoBank is here with you. It's a bank built for the way Ghanaians and Africans move money. And with one seamless banking experience across 34 African countries, EcoBank's digital platforms connect people, businesses, and opportunities in Ghana and across the continent. Pay your bills, transfer money, access ATM services, and manage your finances anytime, anywhere with the EcoBank mobile app. You can dial *770 hash. You can go online, EcoBank online, and use any of the EcoBank ATMs nationwide. EcoBank is indeed the Pan-African Bank. And our executive reporter at the TT Brothers Junction says that I am there, and they have fixed the potholes, so traffic is moving better. But the main road, there is no improvement. So this is a confirmation that the potholes at the TT Brothers Junction have been fixed somehow, but the main road still has issues. Kojo, good morning. Why are you not talking about the 4 main roads that leads to Abokobi? The Teman Road, very bad. The Pantan Hospital, not easy. Pantan Village Road, bad. Oyarifa before Abokobi, terrible. The Agbogba Shoman Village Road, not easy. I don't know why Winston doesn't talk about it. This is more to our department. Winston has spoken about it. Wabre. That's why he slowed down a little bit. But we'll keep talking about your roads for you. It's coming up to 8 time for Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts. For all your generator needs, talk to Anointed Engineering Services. Call them on 024-348-0334, 024-642-3534. They have 24-hour emergency services. They rent generators, star lights, and everything you need. And if you need skills training as well, talk to Anointed. Time for Business Minute.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts. Managers of the economy say they plan to leverage the Black Stars' participation and performance at the World Cup to attract fresh investment and boost tourism. The move comes as Ghana gains further global attention following its victory over Panama, with the team set to face England tonight. Meanwhile, businesses are bracing for higher operating costs after the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission approved increases in electricity and water tariffs for the third quarter. Concerns are mounting over the recent decline in gold prices and its potential impact on Ghana's economy. And the US has issued a 60-day license allowing Iran to sell oil on the international market, giving Tehran an economic lifeline as the two adversaries continue talks for a permanent peace deal. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Yo, Charlie, Telesurface broadband upgrade. Oh, you get up to 40% more data on the same old bundles.
DNA that is based on the warming environment is still there. So I always believe that. Now, I've been saying this, the potential.
At the entrance of Apostle Kojo residence, the frontage shows clear signs of force. The reinforced concrete pillars connecting the gateway showed visible chipping and cracks, with sections of plaster stripped away to expose rough, fractured surfaces beneath. The metallic gate, which previously stood firm on its hinges, appears slightly twisted out of alignment, while the entrance area is marked by scattered debris. Some eyewitnesses who spoke to Joy News on condition of anonymity attributed the damage to Sarah Ajoasafo.
I was just directing cars there, and I saw a Prado, a black Prado. So I thought it was my boss' car because my boss is also having the same car. So I was trying to direct some cars. There were some buses. The passengers were coming out, and I saw a gun coming out from the car. And the woman who was driving the car was Honorable Ajoasafo, who tried to hit the gates. And I also saw her security guy, who I know, yeah. But I saw her going peacefully without hurt. That's what I saw.
So you saw Honorable Ajoasafo coming out and her security also started shooting. Is that the case?
Her security was not shooting. I just saw the security around. He was making call. I don't know who he was trying to call, but I saw Honorable Ajoasafo in the car. Yeah.
The gunshot was from the car?
Yeah, I saw it from the car.
So how come we've seen bullet holes in the car?
I don't really know how that happened, but I saw the gun coming out of the car. There were a lot of people outside seeing it, yeah.
But it is unclear the circumstances leading to the disruption at the house, but unconfirmed reports are linking it to a deep succession dispute in the Crystal Asafo Mission of Ghana. The church has issued a statement on the incident, rejecting reports that Sarah Ajoasafo sustained gunshot injuries ordered by her brother. Lawyer of the church, Nana Kofi Kantanka, insists on an impartial investigation.
So the matter is currently under investigation. So the security apparatus, the church security is also involved. So it's investigation. But as to the leadership of the church, we also conduct our investigation, our private investigation to it, and then anybody who has perpetrated anything will be brought to book.
Police confirmed injury of Ajoasafo, indicating an investigation into the matter. Meanwhile, heavy security presence remains at the premises as the police begins investigation into the incident. Reporting for J News, Collins Frimpong.
Okay, a salesman and blogger residing at Community 1 was arraigned before the court of allegations of publishing false news and engaging in offensive conduct on social media, directed at dancehall musician Stoneboy and members of his family. Lead counsel for the accused, Nelson Noble Ahmedwonu, argued in court that his client is a businessman and that his continued detention was causing his business to suffer and was on the verge of collapse. He further submitted that bail conditions should not be used as a form of punishment for accused persons and therefore prayed to the court to grant his client bail. The prosecution on its part did not oppose the bail application but urged the court to impose stringent bail conditions. Presiding Judge of General Jurisdiction 2 of the Accra High Court, Halima Abdul Al-Lawal Bassett, subsequently granted the accused bail. Counsel for the accused later addressed the media following the court's decision.
So whether it's appropriate or not, because if you were to make the statement in the print media, I'm not sure we'll be here. If you see the statement in the newspaper, I'm not sure we'll be here. But in any case, it seems, for me, you can see the whole thing that his account was cloned.
But is your client traumatized by how he's been handled?
He's very much traumatized. Then he has lost his client, because he's a businessman, a professional. So he has lost most of his clients. So I just hope that his clients listening to us will go back to him and know very well that he is somebody that something has happened to.
Several family members were present in court to support their relative. He's further expressing gratitude to the court following his release.
Me finish to say but my man bail no me tanya me ase ba me bon pense man say na pon stone boy ya man na honden mama atamfo enyanu tambia yankopon mo wo anim na me ba no susu yankopon man susu ndro be bia wo ho no.
Shatawale was also in court to show solidarity with his supporter but declined to comment on the case. For his supporters who thronged the court premises, the occasion turned into a moment of celebration.
According to Fire Safety Officer at the Albert Bosomchisam Fishing Harbour, DCFO Jimmy Nabdaisy, heavy rain Sunday afternoon triggered mudslide that brought down an electric pole near the premix fuel dump. The falling pole landed between fuel tanks, igniting a fire that quickly spread through the area. Several structures, makeshift stalls, and 2 vehicles were destroyed. 5 fire tenders from the fire service, the port of Takoradi, and the Ghana Air Force, supported by fisher folk, battled the blaze for several hours before bringing it under control. On Monday, the Western Regional Minister, accompanied by the Omanhene of Isikado, Nana Kobina Nketia V, and officials of the port of Takoradi inspected the scene. Regional Minister subsequently ordered the immediate suspension of all commercial activities at the food market and adjoining areas and directed traders to evacuate the affected zone as a precaution.
Clearly, looking at the whole area, you see the threat of another landslide happening anytime soon because the rains have not stopped. And so, in the discussion that we just had, I think that the key decision in this is to ask everybody who is in the way, all those along this stretch, to evacuate because nobody can predict. In fact, we couldn't predict this one. And so now
7 FM.
This is music from Kweku Flick, or Sacrum Kweku Flick, featuring Small God. Title of the song is Black Stars, the World Come Anthem. He says Kudus Day. Kudus no day today, but the day in the spirit. And it's 8:08. You are still listening to the Super Morning Show. My name is Kojo, Akoto Boateng, and I've been joined by the Honorable MP for Asawasi and also the Honorable Minister for the Interior. Honorable Muntaka, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well. It's always good to talk to you on the show. How's the family this morning?
We are doing well, and yours?
We're also doing well. Are you ready for the Black Stars game, Honorable?
Yeah, sure. Because we are managing our expectations.
Oh, you are managing the expectations?
Yeah, sure.
I thought this is the way we wanted to be. Oh. We wanted to be World Cup winners. Why are we managing our expectations?
Well, I mean, you have to face reality. We are building a team, and we admit that our team is not as strong as probably that of the English. But you know, football, everything can happen.
Yeah.
You could have a bad day. My prayer is that they should have a bad day. Let us have a good day.
And tonight, a lot of people will be out to watch the game. I know there will be traffic infractions because some people, out of excitement, may be speeding, hazards on, and all those things. Have you put any special arrangements for public security and public safety this evening?
Yeah, sure. Across the country, I want to thank our police men and women for all the sacrifices they've been making. Sometimes they really also wish they could also stay with their family to also watch the footballs. But out of the responsibilities that have been imposed on them, they deny themselves and manage the traffic on all of us behalf. They move around, they patrol, they ensure that people do not take advantage of the game and then create disturbances. They make sure that they protect people's property and lives, so that out of these games, people do not also break into people's homes and steal their property. So they are doing the best they can, and I want to take this opportunity to especially thank the IGP for the tireless effort he and his POMAG members are making. Not only them, the National Security Secretary and all the other agencies, especially the military, the BNI, who are supporting the police to make sure that all of us keep safe.
Now, talking about the police, talking about the security, over the weekend, something happened in Kwabena, which has caused your ministry to release the statement. This is related to the Kantanka Security Services Limited, the Accra-Aflao shooting and related matters. Honorable, where are we with this matter? You've suspended the license of the Kantanka Security Services Limited. Why did you suspend the license, and where are we with the general issue of security related to the Kantanka estate?
Well, for their estate is their family issue. But what happened over the weekend is very unfortunate because there was a court injunction to prevent something from happening in the church, and the police were on the ground. The regional police command were there in their numbers. Then I'm told that along the line they heard that they've changed the venue. They've changed the venue, and they were trying to locate where they were when this incident happened, which is very unfortunate because my belief is that once there's this injunction, our expectation was that there will be law abiding and make sure that they settle the issues in court. But that didn't happen. Then unfortunately we realized the very license that we're supposed to use, the private company has a guideline. There's a prescribed uniform. There's a firm instruction that you don't use firearms. Now we realize that they are using a different uniform. They are using also firearms, which is against the regulation that established the private security organizations. So we had to revoke the license and then try to investigate and make sure the right measures and punitive actions are taken. So you can be rest assured that, yes, so far the police have told me they've arrested 9, and we are putting them before the court this morning for the court to make the determination. We've seized several cache of arms and ammunition. I mean, I've seen sidearms, I've seen pump actions, I've seen a lot of ammunition. Some are registered, some are not registered. And all that is an infraction on the law or the regulation that establishes the private security organization. So these are the reasons why we have to revoke their license once we go deep into the investigations to establish why they had to do all. And I want to take this opportunity to let all private security organizations across the country know we do not license anybody to hold firearms.
Okay.
So if you go, because you are private security, then you go behind and register a gun individually in your name that you are going to use it for protection. And then you ended up using it in your private security organization. You are infringing on the law.
Okay.
I will definitely be coming after you.
So the individual can register a weapon and use for personal purposes, personal protection. But that weapon cannot be transferred to be used for the purposes of a security company, a private security company.
No.
Okay.
So as we speak, like you can come apply. And usually we do a lot of work, except that that's what we are currently working, trying to digitalize it. So you come, you apply. What I will first do is to refer to the BNI to do a background check on you, the CID to do a background check on you. They check on their system, you have not committed any crime. They check, oh, okay, you are a legitimate business person, you've never committed any crime. They will recommend, and then I'll approve that, okay, you should be allowed to use the sidearm. You take the sidearm to CID, they take its serial numbers and all that and record it, take your fingerprint, and then they will grant you the permission. Now you have a private security organization or company. Then you go in, when you are on duty, then you go and put it on yourself. That is infringing the law because it was meant for you as a private person, not for the private organization. So you don't use it in the private security company as though it's been licensed for that private security company to be able to use guns. And I think that's what many are doing. And this morning I'll be addressing the press at 11 about this gun amnesty which has ended, because we are going to destroy all the seized weapons on the 9th of July.
Okay.
But today we are going to address the press. And I'm going to take advantage to tell everybody in Ghana who currently holds a legitimate license to hold guns. Today, I'm suspending all of it. All of it that anybody is holding. Because we've realized a new phenomenon which is threatening public safety. The affluent, like you and I, are registering these guns and they have them. And now, in the last 3 months, we've seen 3 affluent persons that have used it to commit suicide. We are realizing that what we think that was lacking, we don't do mental health, we don't do drug tests, we don't also train. So I Muntaka, holds a gun. When I was going to register it, I mean, they didn't do any mental health on me. They didn't check whether I'm on drugs. I've not been trained to be sure that even the gun that I'm coming to register, do I even know how to handle it? So we've just realized that I want to check the law as the Minister for Interior for the sake of the public or to create public safety. The law mandates me, even when I give you a license, at any time that I think that it could be a threat to public safety, I can withdraw it. Normally, it lasts for 1 year.
Okay.
Rational, someone will say that why not wait till December when it expires and people are going to renew it, then you kick in. We are seeing too many of these suicides. And now you see what happened over the weekend in a church that we had several sidearms that were used. Many of them were registered. So now I'm going to withdraw this afternoon. Every license that is active, I will deactivate it. And then I will open the window. Immediately, we have the training, the shooting range at Tesano. We'll have the Narcotics Control Commission that is ready to do the drug test. And then we have the Mental Health Authority that is ready to do mental health. So that everybody, maybe from tomorrow, you can come back. We'll take you through the process. You go to Tesano, the shooting range. You go and they will train you. They will now inform me, oh, now they certify that you know how to use the gun. The Mental Health Authority says that, no, they've checked you, you don't have any mental issues. Narcotics Control Commission checks and say that you are not on drugs. Then we'll reissue the what we call the permit to you.
So basically, you're telling us that all weapon licenses existing now have been suspended.
I'll be suspending this
And
afternoon.
applications for new licenses have been reopened immediately. And that
Yes.
people should reapply for their licenses, go through rigorous screening and background checks before they will be giving licenses. And you're saying that we will come to Tesano for our training before licenses are issued. How about people across the other parts of the world? I know as a farmer, I know a lot of farmers buy these weapons also for protection and all those things. So if somebody is, say, in Hohoi and you've suspended licenses today, does the person also have to come to Accra to apply for a new license, or you are going to decentralize this process?
We are decentralizing. Since yesterday, I've been engaging the IGP. I've been talking together with the Director General CID. Across our countries, where and where can we get to strategically get even private people to partners? Because there are a lot of new applications already. People wanting to set up a shooting range. We are going through the procedure to make sure that we are able to certify other private people to partners. But for now, the CID, the police, is in every region. Every region we have the police. So I'm activating that in every region, at least, we should try and designate a place where the private citizen can come and the police will train them. Even though it will be at a fee. You go, they will train you. And then they will certify that now they have sure you know how to handle the firearms. Then we'll know that. I was giving Tesano as an example, like in Accra. I know there's a shooting range there. But the police are in every region. All the 25 regions they have. You know, politically we have 60 regions. But the police have 25 regions. Yeah. So in Accra like this, Greater Accra is made up of Accra as a region and Tema as a region. So they have 25 regions. And their presence is everywhere. Everywhere they have CID office, or we call it what they call the crime office. They have the crime officers. So we are going to use that as a start. Once we get private individuals who will be willing to meet the minimum criteria to also establish a shooting range across our country. So people like you and I who are far away can also take advantage of that and get trained.
To recap our conversation, one, the license for the Kantanka private security has been suspended.
Yeah.
Their weapons have been confiscated and people have been arrested and are being processed for court. 2, Kojo Akofina has also been arrested, invited by the CID, and he's also going through the processes. And 3, effective this afternoon, all existing gun licenses in the country have been suspended. And effective this afternoon, people should reapply, go through background checks, go through mental evaluation, go through all the various evaluations, and then be trained on how to handle firearms before new licenses will be reissued to them.
Perfect. You've summarized it perfectly.
Okay. Now, talking about private security and related matters, this morning we are talking about roads. And one thing we've also noticed are the bullion vans. These days you have a lot of bad roads, but you're on a road with your small car trying to figure out the manhole to fall into and the pothole to fall into. And there are these bullion vans with their sirens and their lights, which come at you with the force of a hurricane or a tsunami. They are always pushing us off the roads. But I know that some time ago we were told that these bullion vans must not do that, and they can only ride through traffic with police escorts, a police motor rider escort. What's the situation on that as well? Because a lot of our listeners are worried about that.
In fact, Cabinet even took a firm decision, which I've communicated to the police, and we've sent notices to every institution. There's no minister. If you call any minister today, he will attest to the fact that I've written to him, reminding him to get his officers and agencies under him or her to comply. Yes, it's true. Our Director General in charge of MTTD went recently on retirement. So a new one took over, and it's taking his time to put up a team. I mentioned to my colleagues even last week that we are going to go out on a manhunt of not only bullion vehicles that are using the siren, there's this new phenomenon that almost everybody is putting this siren on their vehicles.
Yeah.
And we've told them that, and the president has firmly said, anyone that is within the government that is not authorized to use it, and he puts it, when you arrest him, don't leave it only there. Furnish me with the names. And we are going to do that. And now many of them are, because they've all been asked by the president, including my own colleague ministers, that you have to apply to the interior minister. And then I will have to forward to his office for us to say that, okay, this person, because of ABCD, this good reason, maybe we should get him a motor rider to lead him. This other person, no. So even my own colleagues who are ministers are currently going through that, and many of them have applied, and we are processing for the office of president to agree that ABC, because with the exception of the defense minister, who is led by the military, the interior minister, who is led by the police, and some few others, every other person is supposed to apply for it, and then the office of president will make a determination, just to be able to create sanity on the road.
So this includes the security agencies as well, because sometimes you see a fire service vehicle, not the fire tender. They are Mitsubishi Pajeros. You see immigration, you see police officers. Everybody is zooming through traffic on these are very bad roads with their SUVs and pushing us off. So is the advice to the populace that this is not authorized? So if they are pushing us off, we should stand our ground on the roads, including the...
We don't want to create chaos. That's why we are setting up a team to do the manhunt. So that if you are recalcitrant and you are found, one, they will remove the siren right there. They'll present you before the court. And then we'll present your name also to the office of the president, especially the political figures. But after the security, I'm happy you are mentioning this. I'm going to write to the service commanders to remind them to inform their officers that this is not allowed, and we need to have sanity on the road.
Honorable Muntaka, we know you are doing a lot, and when it comes to interior, we can spend 10 hours talking about interior. So please do us a favor and find some time this week or even next week. Come, let's review the interior matters. There are issues to do with even 10,000 reported refugees from Burkina Faso who have come to Ghana. There are some flooding issues which have security and safety implications and all those things. It would be great to have you in the studio. When can we have you? Sorry for putting you on the spot. Okay, we'll call you. We'll call you and arrange to bring you.
Let's arrange. I mean, I'm always happy to talk to you. But you agree with me. We have a lot on our table, but we must surely be communicating to the public what we are doing. Like this refugee that we are doing, I can tell you with the Ghana Refugee Board, we are doing what we call the Ghana Refugee Agriculture Project Support Program. We call it GRAFS. So instead of them coming and competing with our communities for land, for either grazing or cultivation, we got the Ghana Refugee Board to acquire lands. And now we've done about 10,000 acres. And we are supporting. And the interesting thing that we realize about the Burkinabes is that they are interested to till the land. So we are supporting them to be able to get the land, get them inputs so that they will cultivate, so that they're able to even feed themselves, so that we don't have to be struggling with the UNHCR to be feeding them. So that program is there. We can talk about this flooding that you're talking about. We've set a committee recently to look at the collapse of the buildings. And I mean, we've given them 8 weeks, so they are working on it. And when you look at the composition, seizing Ghanaians in there to try to help us deal with this, especially those who are the building code, the building permits, why are people not complying, and what is all this? So that's also going on. So immigration, like you are saying, we have this e-visa that is now on board. We have these ballistic cabins that we are putting up across the northern part of our country. We call it the northern border control.
There's a lot to talk about. We are going to reach out to you. We are going to reach out to you.
Get your producer to get in touch with me. Let's see how we can arrange to be in the studio to talk about all the things that His Excellency is doing.
Yes, sir.
To keep our country safe.
Mungode, Honorable Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, MP for Asawasi constituency, Interior Minister. Mungode Aliba Kalada, thank you for joining us on the show.
So much for that.
It's coming up to 8:30. We have a big conversation with the GRA coming up on the show. And later, We're also talking about agriculture. If you are planning of joining Agric, what are some of the things you must know to prepare you mentally and emotionally for agribusiness? It's coming up on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
Giving us a clear indication of what could happen. Anybody along the stretch must be told to evacuate so that we're able to save lives if anything happens after now.
Director of the Port of Takoradi, Captain James Richard Quayson, said management had on several occasions unsuccessfully attempted to relocate premixed fuel activities from the operational areas of the fishing harbour.
And also the principals must understand this. For these tanks, I know there'll be consistent call of them to relocate until now. Very unfortunate. And see, management look at it and then do the appropriate thing to safeguard the property, the facility, safeguard our people. Our people are very important.
By the time this report was filed, public announcements were underway informing traders and other occupants of the suspension of commercial activities and the evacuation order. In Athalia Kwanzaa's report, read to you.
In front of you, just lunge. 5-inch leg. Good. Dynamic again. Lunge.
Victory. What has been like the last few days for you guys?
It has been positive. The mood has been good. Everyone is ready for the next game, and listen, we won with just one game. It's not yet done, so we have 2 more important games, and we want to make sure that we do our best to enjoy ourselves and to get positive results.
And, but obviously, England is a much tougher task for everyone. You've played in England for a long time. A lot of the players have played in England for a long time. How does that make this match a little bit more special for you guys?
It's going to be a tough game. We all know that it's going to be a tough game, and that's why we're at the World Cup, because we play against the best. And we're ready for the challenge, and we're going to do our best to make ourselves proud and to make our country and our family proud.
Speaking about making proud, what can you tell us as a captain about your team players? Because you won a very complicated game that maybe you think it was going to be a draw, and at the end you were able to score. What can you tell us about that?
At the World Cup, there's no game that's easy. Every game is difficult because you play against the best teams, and obviously it was a difficult game, but at the end we got the 3 points, and that's the most important thing. Now we're moving. Now we're playing against England. It's going to be really difficult, and we'll see what happens. But we'll try and do our best to put on a show and to make our family and our country proud.
And what about the emotions?
They're strong everywhere. They have big players, and it's going to be a tough game, and that's why you're at the World Cup, because you have the best players. So that's it.
In terms of managing the emotions in camp, very important. Obviously, this is the first time we've won an opening game at the World Cup since 2010. What's the last few days been like in terms of managing the emotions and expectations among especially a very young crop of players?
Listen, you have to find the right balance, between enjoying yourself and not losing the focus, and that's been really, really good. I think everyone has really enjoyed the victory, and now everyone is focused on England. So listen, we're going to do our best and make ourselves proud, the country proud, and we'll see what happens. But everything has been good so far, so we thank God.
What's the most important strength that you have?
On Joy 99.7 FM.
For me, that's too bad. In my dreams, I have a plan. If I got me a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work at all. I'd fool around and have a ball. Money, 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 must be funny in the rich man's world.
Money, 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 money. It's 8:34. You're live on the Super Morning Show. I mentioned earlier that we'll be talking to GRA on the show today. The topic is rights and obligations. It's coming up shortly here on the show. But let me also remind you that we'll be talking to a farmer later on the show this morning, and we'll be reading your messages. In fact, we'll hear from you on your predictions as well for the Black Stars. We have a lot of your messages on the roads. I'll do my best to read all the messages before I leave the studio this morning. And we also bring you an opportunity to also tell us what you expect of the Black Stars. So you can send us messages 055-1111-997. Our guest on Agribusiness, the Joy Agribusiness conversation this morning will be Georgina Kumsin. Georgina Kumsin, she's an entrepreneur, owner of Ideal Providence Farms. But before we get into all that, it's important to have regular sessions with the Ghana Revenue Authority, because if that pothole will be fixed, they need to collect the revenue, and that revenue will be in the national pot. It will be distributed to all agencies, and then the roads people will get some to fix it. So it's always a joy to talk to them to understand how they are helping the nation collect revenues to drive development. And today we've been joined by the coordinator, DTRD Revenue Projects at the Ghana Revenue Authority, David Latte Kwakupom. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing quite well.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, good to be here.
How's the GRA this morning?
GRA is doing well. Greetings from my Commissioner General, Mr. Anthony Sapon, as well as the other commissioners, especially my own Commissioner for Domestic Tax Revenues, that is Dr. Martin.
Do you guys, with your busy schedules, get the time to follow the Black Stars? Like, we're all excited this evening. Would you be able to follow them and watch their game?
We do. You know, all work and no payments. And that's also sometimes to put down the stress from the everyday grinding of numbers, ensuring that compliance is taking place, making sure that people are doing especially what they are taxed to do under the tax laws. So when you get some of these games, you get to relax and then watch. Also, you get to converse with friends and get to know what is trending.
And when we win, you are happy. So
excited.
The following day, you leave
everything goes down.
Small.
In fact, taxpayers are even happier when we win. So they even try to contribute more so that we can win more.
Yeah, and that's Mr. David Latte Kwakupom, and he's here to talk to us about what the GRA is doing. Now, today we are talking about rights and obligations. Very, very important. And we all know that taxation is important in Ghana because that's the only way or the main way we get revenue to run the country. But what are taxpayers' rights?
Thank you very much. Like it's always said, in a proper environment, there should be rules and regulations, measures put in place to regulate all activities and ensure that everyone is happy. So similarly, under the tax laws, the taxpayers have rights. And these rights are what enjoins them to civil observance and arrangements within the tax space. It also helps not to infringe on their rights, even as citizens of the nation. So the rights then are modeled towards the rights that are given to citizens of the nation. And then these are implemented, or taxpayers are allowed to enjoy those rights so they can also contribute appropriately to the growth of the country.
Can you mention some of the key rights of taxpayers?
So generally, there are several of them. And if you go to the Revenue Administrations Act, 2016 Act 915, there are lots of provisions that helps or support taxpayers. We could mention some of them, including the right to information, or to be informed, just like we are doing now. We are giving information to taxpayers on what they can do, on what rightly is their space to be able to apply them accordingly. So the right to information is there. We have right to be assisted. All taxpayers have every right, if they have any challenge, to get in touch with the revenue authority and obtain assistance. The revenue authority is not secluded from the taxpayers' activity. We are supposed to be engaged with them. And so when they have any challenges, they can get to the revenue authority.
So when a taxpayer walks into your offices,
yes,
they have a right to excellent customer service.
Absolutely.
They must not be treated like an inconvenience.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. In fact, they are our treasured clients. Let me use it that way. Whether I say clients or customers, they are our treasured customers.
Do they feel like that? Do you get feedback from them that they feel they are treasured?
Well, it's a mixture. You know, there are those who know, and basically, if they come and their issues of concern are addressed, they are happy. And so they will now give that right feedback. Sometimes, not all issues that they bring are near to their benefits, and therefore, you know, the normal,
because they don't get what they want.
So they have even a right to appeal. So even if decisions haven't gone their way, and they think that no, things have not been fair, they have a right to appeal. They have a right to be treated fairly. Just as every citizen of a nation or resident in Ghana, you have the right to be treated fairly. And then they also have the right to pay the right amount of tax. No more, no less. Yes, I mean, and these are all things that the authority tries to ensure that it happens.
Yeah.
So if you have paid less, then we'll try and collect the remaining from you.
If you
have paid more, then we have to refund. So you have a right to refund.
Are there instances where GRA actually refunds
there
money?
There are several. Usually, when you are dealing with the export business, because it's usually a zero-rated supply. So when it comes to VAT, then you have the.
Okay.
Again, even if you file your tax return and you have overpaid, naturally, when you do the computation, it will come out. And when it comes out, what normally GRA will do per the law that we are operating with is that then it will be on account.
Okay.
For against a future.
That's why I was asking whether you actually
give
the money back.
There are those that will actually have to get the money. But there are those that if you are a continuing business, the business is in continuum,
you will keep the
then
money.
You are expected, the DRA then keeps it on account against a future expected payment.
Do we have the right to get interest on our money that you are keeping in your books for us?
Okay, so we are in business, right? We are in business, so depending on the situation, and for these ones also there are specific provisions in the law sections that support this arrangement. So you have it there. You also have a right to confidentiality.
Okay.
Confidentiality, that your issues should not be spread out. If you want to be treated on your own, in a very confident manner, and secrecy, we have to do it accordingly. Yes, and so all those things are there. You have a right to representation. If you want somebody to represent you, your interests as a taxpayer, it is allowed.
You mentioned right to information, for example. Practically, how does that work? What does it mean?
Okay, so if you are saying right to information, the most important point to note is that the taxpayer is entitled to clear, accurate, and timely information. That's a right. Timely information, accurate information.
And you have the structures to be able to give people clear, accurate, and timely information without them having to go through any frustrations?
About the laws?
No.
When it comes to about procedures, about obligations, and decisions affecting them.
Okay.
All this is, the structures are there. They are in place. And that is why basically we have the taxpayer service centers.
Okay.
It was changed from the office as service center. So when you enter any taxpayer service center, you have every right to obtain any service that GRA is obligated to give to you.
Okay.
And all those things are there. And I know management is also trying to even spread the locations of the taxpayer service centers so that we get closer to the business centers, closer to more people, closer to more taxpayers, and therefore reduce any burden that people will be suffering as a result of not getting near the taxpayer service centers.
We are talking to GRA this morning. It's part of the GRA Connect series. And today we are talking about rights and obligations. Our guest is Mr. David Latte Kwakupom, Coordinator, Domestic Tax Revenue Division, Revenue Projects at the Ghana Revenue Authority. So far you've taken us through our rights: right to information, right to fairness, privacy, confidentiality, representation, right to appeal, right to not pay more or pay less,
and right to be heard as
right
well.
To be heard,
yes,
right
so that
for a refund.
We don't silence you. we are open to you.
Yes,
we hear you anytime you want to.
What are our obligations towards the GRA?
Thank you very much. This GRA, as established by law, is expected to collect the taxes.
Yeah.
Right. But in the mobilization of revenue for national development, GRA must put in place certain arrangements so that all persons are clear in their mind what they are doing.
Yeah.
So the obligations of taxpayers, generally, I could sum them up in about 3 or 4 main points. But the first and foremost you need to realize is that taxpayers must file returns. But if they must file returns and pay taxes, they must file the returns on time and pay taxes on due date, and then they must keep records and disclose full and accurate information and notify GRA of any changes in their businesses. Yes, but before that, every individual who qualifies, or whether you are in business, you are employment, or you are doing investments, you have to register for tax purposes. And so registration is the key, is the first thing. So if you look around, you realize that from time to time, we send our officers through the various business areas to see those who are liable to register but have not. So we try and register them accordingly. So I would add, make sure that the first point of obligation is the right to register.
The right to register.
Obligation to register.
It must be captured by the system.
Yes, you must be in the tax system so that we can use it to do the necessary computations for tax purposes. Then again, you need to, if you are registered and you are doing your business, then you must be able to file your returns. But before then, if you go to the indirect taxes, VAT and thereabout, you need to be able to charge the tax. So for VAT purposes, you must charge the tax when you make supplies. You are registered and you are making supplies, you must charge the tax. And when you charge the tax, you must issue invoices. Very, very important area for accountability. Issuance of invoices when supplies are made. So taxpayers have an obligation to issue invoices. Likewise, and I'll just add it to the other side that consumers who purchase from VAT taxpayers must ensure that they receive invoices for the transactions that they undertake. And so that is also very, very important. They issue tax invoice and then file returns at the end of the period. So periodic returns comes across for various taxes, tax types, there are different types of returns. And then file the returns and account for any taxes that have been collected accordingly. So it's very, very important, not just register, you charge when you make supplies, issue invoice, and file returns and account for taxes that have been collected. Then you keep appropriate records, because when you are doing all these things, it is a self-assessment sort of. No GRA officer is there to check this.
Yeah.
So you are doing your work, but you must make sure that you are keeping the necessary records for future reference, and then make full disclosure if there are any issues that come up.
I have a message from a listener for you. He says, "Hi, Kojo. There's a woman at Adenta Tax Office. She's called Hajia Hajara. She makes me feel so treasured as a taxpayer, and I'm always happy when I go there."
Beautiful.
Yes, so he said tax officers are supposed to make us feel treasured, and this person here has just sent in a message saying that Hajia Hajara makes him feel so treasured whenever he goes to the Adenta Tax Office.
That's beautiful. I'm very happy to hear that. And you see, this is the attitude that all tax officers have. The unfortunate thing that I have realized personally is that most of us tend to run away from the tax officers. We kind of think that they will find faults against us, and therefore we don't want to even engage them. But the best thing is engage them even when you don't have any problem, so that through that you get the necessary grounding, and you can always approach any tax officer at all.
What happens if a taxpayer fails to meet their obligations?
Yeah, that is a big issue, and we don't want to get to that area. It's an area we don't want to get into because then there are strict sanctions and rules that cover this. If you go to Revenue Administrations Act 2016, Act 915, if you can get some information, all this from let's say Section 31, you get a failure there. Then Section 78 to 86 itself gives you a broad area for taking the information on when you fail to meet these obligations, because it's very, very important. This may result in penalties. Let's take note that it may result in penalties because the rules have been set, the laws have been made. So there will be penalties, there will be interest charges, there will be other legal sanctions as provided, depending on the provisions of the law. And all these things are supposed to be this thing. For example, there will be a penalty, general, this thing for filing, there will be a penalty of 500 Ghana cedis if you just miss the deadline.
Hey.
If you miss the deadline.
Yeah.
I think this has been set long time ago, so probably it may be reviewed as we go ahead. But for now, it is in our laws as it is. And then for every day that the return stays with you, you have a 10 cedis to pay. So it piles up. As for the more you keep the return, the more it piles up. But interestingly, if you look at the communication service tax, that one has a more punitive one. That is a 2,000 Ghana cedis if you miss the deadline, and then there is a 500 every day you keep the tax return. So we pray that you don't get. If even you did not no work, once you are registered, file a new return. Then everybody knows that you did no work, and you don't need to wait to the last working day or last day before you file.
Yeah.
From the month immediately after the
set an alert.
Go ahead and just file. And it's okay
I
for
love
us.
what GRA is doing these days, engaging us and letting us understand that you are not Kakai.
No.
But you're a partner in development.
Indeed.
I really like it. I like the fact that you even said that you don't want to have issues with people not meeting their obligations. You want people to do the right thing.
Yes.
And that your doors are open to help us. We're also ready to work with GRA. And we also don't want to take you to court.
Okay.
So support us the way you want us to.
Yes.
to also support you.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And that's why we are doing what we are doing now. Yes.
And it's excellent.
Very
It's
important.
excellent. I really love it. Any final comments for us?
What I would say, I will reiterate again. The most important thing is that, yes, if for any reason the authority also errs in your in treating you, handling your issues, you have a right to appeal against that and then get redress.
Where do we go? Report you to the
Oh,
police
well,
or Shraj
no.
or report you to yourself?
We can report it to ourselves first. Of course, there are hierarchies, right?
Yeah.
But then there's also the Independent Tax Appeals Board.
Okay.
That when such infringements occur, you can go to them and then they can call GRA to order, mediate, arbitrate the issues, and then set the record straight for us.
Okay.
And in all these, to sum it up, basically is engagement. We want citizens or residents to engage with the authority, because without the engagement, we will all be working with assumptions that are not right.
Yeah.
But when you get closer, you see what is in the pot, and you can enjoy your portion of what is in the pot. Yes, and so in doing so, I will reiterate the registration. Very, very important. You see, if fewer people share a burden, it's huge.
Yeah.
The more people sharing is limited.
So we want everybody to register.
Everybody register.
Let's all pay the taxes. Let's all
That's
put
right.
more in the
File
pot
your returns,
so we can build
especially,
Ghana
so
the
that
way
you
we
don't
want.
get penalties. This is on your.
Sir, we're a champion.
Right. So let me just add just this little one.
Okay.
And that is because, for example, we have.
I'll tax you for the little
We have
one.
rights. No, we have rights. You see, when disasters and issues occur,
Yeah.
you want money, right? where do you get the money from for the state?
Yeah.
It's the GRA. So let everybody contribute their quota.
Yeah.
Maybe you make purchases, try and make purchases that you have tax appropriately paid on that. And then when you are also charging tax, make sure you account for the tax that you are charged. And I'm sure that together we can move this nation forward.
Mr. David Lati Kwakupom is Coordinator Domestic Tax Revenue Division, Revenue Projects at the GRA. He joined us today on Time with GRA Connect, and we're discussing your rights, your obligations, and also the obligations to us. I hope you've learned something new this morning when it comes to tax administration and related matters. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, your messages, agribusiness, and a whole lot more on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Going to help you beat England.
The word you said, team.
Yeah.
It's going to be about the team.
And one word for the fans. They showed up in Toronto. I'm sure you saw the scenes after that. How much more are you expecting them to carry you guys through in this game against England?
Listen, without the fans, we are nothing, So it's very important that the fans are there. And like I said, they have to be positive and keep on pushing us, because if they come and push us and being positive, you see the effect, and we'll score in the last minute or we'll have positive results. So I wish and I hope that they will keep on pushing and staying positive.
Can you tell a bit more about your role inside the group, because you're one of the leaders, the many young players. What is people expecting from your role in the team right now?
Listen, I'm doing my best to guide the boys and to make them feel as comfortable as they can, and to take off the pressure of them, and to do my best for us to perform on the pitch. And that's all I do. I'm being myself, and I have to perform as well. They have to perform as well. It's a teamwork, so we're helping each other to perform.
What's the one thing you can promise Ghanaians ahead of this England game?
That we're going to give our 100%, that we're going to fight. I will make sure that when we come out of this game, we'll have no regrets.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
That's what it's been like for you the last few days since you've been here. How are you feeling physically ahead of the game?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm feeling good. We've been training good, and everybody's ready. I think we are here to, try our best to compete with the rest of the teams, and I think preparation is key, and I'm feeling okay.
Talk to us about the atmosphere in camp since the victory from Canada. How are the boys feeling, and how much are you guys itching to go against England?
Yeah, I think the emotions at camp was really good from our first game, and everybody is here to enjoy. We are going to this game. We know we have to compete with the best players, and this is why we are here, to compete with the best players, and also to learn, and also to give our best.
Yeah. And then personally, obviously, you missed the first game. Does that make you even more eager to face England now?
Well, I think it's part of football. Things happen outside football that you cannot control. So for me now, I feel okay and I'm ready to play.
And Declan Rice, your former teammate, you're coming up against him. That should be some battle.
Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy. Very good players, and I'm happy to really play against him again.
So the Black Stars are having their last training session here at the Bryant University football pitch. This is the last training before the game tomorrow, 4 p.m. local time. We had the opportunity to speak to 3 players, Thomas Partey, Gideon Mensah, and Jordan Ayew, about preparations and how they're feeling ahead of the match. It was really interesting to hear from Thomas, who said that he's eager to go, itching to go. And obviously, he was asked about the question of not being able to be part of the team in Toronto. And he said there are things that just happen outside of football and you have absolutely no control about that. And he's putting it behind him. He's itching to go. He also spoke about his eagerness to come up against Declan Rice, someone that he played alongside for several years at Arsenal Football Club. The feeling from speaking to Thomas is that he is itching to go against England. And another one that's really echoed throughout the conversation with some of the players, Gideon Mensah and Jordan Ayew, is that there is a certain admission that this England game will be the toughest one yet for the Black Stars team. And that awareness is what has fed into the preparations they've had ahead of this particular game. I asked Jordan Ayew in particular, the one thing that he can promise Ghanaians ahead of this game. And he said it doesn't matter. He can't promise 3 points. He can't promise a victory. What he can promise is that they will fight and they will make sure that at the end of the day, whatever the outcome, Ghanaians will be proud of what they put out there. And you can tell that that's a message that's been re-echoed to them from the head coach, Carlos Queiroz, who has said in the past that for him, it's not only just about the results, but also more about ensuring that Ghanaians feel a certain sense of pride in the way the team performs. Gideon Mensah spoke about pride as well. In his case, he finished the game as captain of the Black Stars in a match against Panama, started the move that eventually resulted in the goal. Made his debut in 2019, and 7 years later, here we are. And he spoke about the support and how proud his family felt about that, being able to captain his team at this level. But more importantly, he also spoke about the focus and finding the right balance between celebrating the Panama victory and switching immediately to preparatory mode ahead of the England match. So by and large, the mood in camp is very positive, it's very energetic, and you can feel a sense of focus among the players ahead of this game against England. The local time, of course, for kickoff at the Gillette Stadium is 4 p.m., which is around 8 p.m. Ghana time. And later in the day, we'll also get to hear from the head coach, Carlos Queiroz. We'll see what he says.
With the play that you mentioned or whatever it is, another play, only one player that I'm concerned that progress and be better, it is the team. So I am full confident that the starting lineup tomorrow, they'll be strong, enthusiastic, with a lot of motivation to get the result that we need to move forward. Yeah. Have the right attitude, knowing that we win or we learn. So we have a great challenge tomorrow. We know it's a important game for both teams. One of the teams on the pitch is probably in the list of be a candidate to win the World Cup. So the full responsibilities of the game it is on top of our opponent. But we don't escape from our dreams, goals, and responsibilities. We want to win the game. That's one thing. It is sure. When the game starts, we play to win. England play to win. They come left, we stop them left, and we go right. If they go in there, we go stop in there, they go down. If they go down, it's to use the submarines. The submarines are forced. We have to fight 90 minutes. We have to play the game that is in front of us. They want to try to win. We're going to do exactly the same during 90 minutes with the same speed, with the same fighting attitude. And at the end of the game, what is important for me,
reconnect. So you have rights, you have obligations, and they are ready to work with you. Importantly, we also spoke to the Minister of Interior, who says that all gun licenses have been suspended effective today, and applications for new licenses are open effective today. And you go through a rigorous process before you are giving a gun license. The Kantanka Security Services, their license has been suspended, and some people have been arrested and weapons confiscated as well. I also asked about the painful issue of vehicles with strobe lights and sirens on them pushing us off our bad roads. And he says none of those vehicles have a right to do that, including the bullion vehicles. And I tried to push a little bit to ask, should we give them the way if we find them in traffic? And he said he doesn't want chaos. That's why they've set up a task force to arrest them. But practically, what I took from that conversation is that all those vehicles doing that in traffic are illegal. So if you're as bold as I am, you'll stand your ground. And then we will check the indiscipline together while the task force also works on those issues. Now, this message says, please, the Ablekuma Roman Road is very terrible. By the time you go to work and come back, you have body pains. And this message says, we know Joy FM is the best station in Ghana, and you always help communities have solutions to their problems. Please help contact the authorities for us so they will come and fix it for us. So Ablekuma Joma Road, they need help. Kwame Ofusu in Accra says, thanks to the Minister for taking steps to regulate the use of sirens by unauthorized individuals is becoming so rampant. for anyone driving a big vehicle to use sirens on the roads just to avoid traffic. It's my prayer that this won't just be a rhetoric. More messages. Kojo, why are you not talking about the Agbokobi routes? I've mentioned that we will keep pushing on those routes. Good morning, Kojo. Keep up the good work. I wish the Ghana Black Stars outstanding victory in their match against England. They should play with a sense of unity, concentration, focus, and winning mindsets. Victory for the Black Stars. And this is Edmond Awaite. Now, this message here says, Kojo, the road from Oyibi Junction to Apollonia Road to Katamansu to Ashaiman is terribly bad. Please, the authorities should come to our aid. This is Felix in Kube Chrome number 2. And he sends a video of children using Aboboya to go to school because of the nature of the road. They can't even walk, and trotros don't go there. And so people can't walk when it rains, and it's terrible. So MC, MP, Katamanso area, you have a big responsibility to the people in the area. Now this message says, hi Kojo, hope you're well. The road at Legon Gimpa bypass is damaged, and the activities of contractors from a filling station caused it. They piled sand and mud on the shoulders of the road, making it difficult for the rainwater to run smoothly, and then the rain collects on the road. The location is approaching Farm Mate new site, Cross Junction, Gimpa Westland Road. Traffic is now very heavy. Can you please push the Roads Ministry Urban Roads to get there? This is Fred in Westland. We have a lot of your messages. Like I promised, I'll be reading them. But let me also give you this very good information from the Ghana Association of Banks. It's important for you to shine your eyes, stop the fraud, and also spot the fraud. Fraudsters are creating fake websites that look like your bank's website. Same name, same logo, same everything. And they have these crafty ways of creating the links and the URLs for you to use. Please, watch out for these things. Never click on suspicious links. Instead, quickly visit your bank's official website for information, or you call your relationship manager, or you go to your bank directly. Don't use any of these fake websites, fake links. Look out for them. Usually, the spellings are longer. They replace numbers with words, or words with numbers. And so spot these things so that we can all shine our eyes. We spot the fraud and we stop the fraud. This is brought to you by the Ghana Association of Banks and the new CBG mobile app. Hey, have you used it? If not yet, download it. If you're a CBG customer, if you are not a customer, download it and have the experience of a mobile app that is designed to make you enjoy the convenience of banking anywhere and at any time. It gives you real-time alerts to stay informed about your account activity, and it's very user-friendly. So join the digital revolution, elevate your banking experience with a new CBG mobile app. And if you want more information, you call CBG on 0302 216 000, or you send them an email, talk to us at cbg.com.gh. You can also follow their social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, X. But remember that terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. Charlie, Black Stars 3, England 1. Yes, and the England goal will be scored by their coach. I'm players, I'm go. You are missing the World Cup. You are home. You couldn't go for the World Cup, but the Commonwealth Games are coming. It begins on the 21st of July to the 4th of August 2026. And Just Travels is organizing an exclusive travel package to Glasgow in the UK for the Commonwealth Games, and you can be there live. The package includes return flights, accommodation, visa assistance, city tours, and dedicated travel support. And so if you want to travel with fellow professionals, executives, business leaders to enjoy the Commonwealth Games, build valuable networks, do business, Just Travels is making that happen, and they are making that happen for you. And the good news is that they are accredited by the Ghana Olympic Committee for the Commonwealth Games 2026. So call them on 059 660 9050, 059 660 9050. You can also WhatsApp them on the line. You receive the full itinerary, package details, flexible payment plan, and they have only 50 seats available. Once they are gone, they are gone. So connect with them. Just Travels. Let's connect your world. Fire. Black Stars, fire. Munche England, Munche Black Stars, fire. What are your predictions? 05511119997. I'll be happy to read them on the show. Now, going green is not just about saving the planet. It can save you real money as well. Install solar panels, cut down your power costs, get an electric vehicle, reduce what you're spending on fuel, and switch to energy-efficient equipment and lower the cost of running your home or your business. The best part is that Absa Bank can help you finance all of it. The Absa Green Finance Loan gives you what you need to make it happen. So walk into any Absa branch, ask about the Absa Green Finance Loan today, and say yes to a greener tomorrow. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. Absa. Grace Ash's Black Stars song, but let me give you something softer from Amachi today. Sufre Onyame. As we get into the game, if you can spare a minute to pray to God for the Black Stars, please do that. If you can spare a minute to pray to God, do that. Now, if you're planning for the future, it begins with decisions you make today. Save and invest early with EDC to build wealth and retire comfortably. One clear sign of financial growth is when your money starts working for you through regular returns and long-term wealth creation. So talk to EDC today. The number is 0302-610-400. 0302-610-400. They have flexible investment options for you. They give you the potential to earn higher, and they give you the opportunity for financial security. So call them 0302-610-400. CompuGhana is also giving you amazing things this season. The World Cup fever is on. Black Stars are winning, and they're also making sure you win. So buy that your crystal clear TV, your sound bars, your home theaters, your smartphones, your laptops, your projectors, and more at unbeatable prices from CompuGhana. And if you spend 100 Ghana cedis or more, you stand the chance of winning a 100-inch 4K smart TV, cash, laptops, phones, and many other amazing prizes. So go to their website, CompuGhana.com, and shop online. Or you go to any of their showrooms. If you want more information, you call 0302-75-2020, 0302-75-2020. CompuGhana Go Rush Season, the ultimate football experience. Is 9:11. It's time to talk about agribusiness. Georgina Kumsin is our guest this morning on the Super Morning Show. We are talking about her life built from the soil, her decision to go into agribusiness, 25 years of impact, all coming up here on the show. Stay with us.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Improvement.
This is Samini with a song. Beyond any movement, there are some people who are teachers, others are lawyers, others are soldiers, others are pastors, others are politicians. But the farmer feeds all of them. And it's time to talk to a farmer here on the show. Georgina Kumsin is an organic farmer, an exporter. She's the CEO of Ideal Providence Farms. And she's been doing this for 25 years. Good morning, Auntie Georgina. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
Is it Diacrogen from Ebu or what? My mom used to sell fabric. And no, this is not Diacro, but it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love the green and the seed and everything.
Thank you very
You're welcome
much.
to the Super Morning Show.
Thank
And
you.
this is the Agribusiness Month, brought to you by the Ghana Commodities Exchange, GCX, powering Africa's commodity markets. And Agro Monty, we understand Agric. And this is brought to you by the Joy Brands in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters. And it's an honor to be talking to you this morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Ideal Providence Farms. First, tell us about you. Who is Georgina Kumsin? Why did you choose to go into farming? Of all the things you could have done.
I think I have passionate for farming. And I saw farming as a business, not a punishment.
Okay.
And when I was doing my national service, I realized I worked in Daboase. I don't know, it was a silviculture. We were planting pulp and paper. And we were going to the bushes, like typical bushes in Manson. It's in the western region.
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of women in the farming sector, but I realized that it was like a punishment for them. So when I talked to them, they always say that, I couldn't go to school and I wanted to, now I've ended up in farming. So I saw myself and I wanted to be a role model. And I was born and bred in Tema, but I was interested in farming. So when I got the opportunity to do my national service at Daboase, I was so happy.
Which year was this?
That was in 1996.
You did your national service in 96
Yeah.
in Daboase?
Yes.
With which company?
SIPL.
SIPL.
Yes.
I see. So what did you study in school?
I did business.
And you ended up in Daboase too.
Yes.
How was that shift for you? Like business there, we expect to go and work in the bank,
Yes.
be a teller, be a salesman, be an admin person. And you were taken into the bush.
Into the bush.
And you accepted to go to the bush.
Yes. Because I stayed with my auntie in Tema, and we used to have a poultry farm in the house. And I was privileged to be managing the farm at a younger age. And I also realized that anytime I plant something, I have the inner satisfaction. I was happy. So I decided to even do agric in school. But one of my cousins said science is difficult, so I should do business. But my inner satisfaction was to go into agric. So when I had the opportunity to do my national service, I even had the opportunity to change it to Accra, but I decided to go to Daboase. And it was a very good experience for me. Yeah.
Daboase in 96, so that's 30 years ago.
Yes.
Have you regretted that move to accept the posting to Daboase? Were there any moments that you felt sorry for yourself for choosing to go and choosing to follow through to do agribusiness?
I think Daboase was a very good eye-opener for me because Daboase, at that time, my national service coordinator did very well because he realized that I was interested in farming. So first I was posted to sanitation, then he moved me to agric. Then he said, no, go to SIPL because they do a lot of practical work there. So I was posted, my national service, I was interviewed by a German called Kai Schneider. So he really interviewed me and realized I wanted to go into farming. So he really guided me through. And they gave me the opportunity to do a lot of planting. Even Daboase, I can confidently say that all the trees in Daboase, if you go to Daboase town, I supervise to plant everything there.
Wow. So SIPL is a Subri Industrial Plantation Limited.
Yes.
So the trees in the Daboase town, you supervise for them to be planted 30 years ago.
Exactly. And even the Hamidia Hospital, we did a lot of planting.
How often do you go to Daboase these days?
I think when I left, I went there twice.
Okay.
But I have friends, they tell me, Daboase, this town that has a lot of trees, and I'm so happy. Yeah.
So now you have Ideal Providence Farms. What do you do as a farmer?
As a farmer, I'm into organic production. And we grow tea ingredients for the export market.
Okay.
We are also into shea production. We are also into briquettes. And my passionate is to produce herbal products and also create sustainable business to improve livelihoods.
So you produce organic tea ingredients?
Exactly.
Like what?
So we grow lemon, we grow orange, we grow lime, we grow herbs like lemongrass, hibiscus, moringa, etc. We do a lot. So we export the raw materials to the tea companies in Europe for them to do their blends. And I realized that in Ghana, people are also becoming health conscious. And they don't even know where the product that they are drinking, like if you are drinking tea, they say they are drinking green tea. They don't even know, they can't trace the product. But even with this export, they want to trace the product. They want to tell a story about the production that. So I decided to go into tea production. And I had the opportunity to be taken to Germany to learn about these spices and tea production. That was in the year 2001. So when I came, I wanted to go into value addition. So that is what we are doing now.
Wow. So you export raw materials to Europe.
Yes.
They use them for their tea blends.
Exactly.
And now you are packaging some for the local markets as well.
Exactly.
To meet. So how big is that industry?
In Ghana or in Europe?
Generally, your industry, your organic tea industry.
The organic tea industry, I think, is in Ghana is very, very small because I think Ghana is producing about 12 million worth of teas coming from Sri Lanka, China, Kenya, etc. But they are not organic teas. But the organic tea is less than 1%.
I see.
Of the market.
I see.
All the teas that they produce are imported.
Is it difficult to grow these raw materials for organic tea? Because you have to till the land, you have to fight pests and all those things. And in the organic system, I'm told that it's very difficult. How difficult is it?
The organic system is not all that difficult if you know how to manage, because the organic, you don't only take care of the land, you have to take care of the environment. So if you have a very good ecosystem, the pests are able to, some of them are beneficial pests, so you are able to control it. The difficult part is you cannot use chemicals to spray. You have to use maybe machines, or you have to use they have to weed. And labor now is very expensive in Ghana. So that is the most difficult aspect. But when it comes to yield, and maybe when you are using chemicals in the first year, you get a better yield, but after that you destroy the land, and then everything is not working well for you. So you need to put in a lot of chemicals. But for this product, we grow is true to, like if you are saying it's organic, we don't use any chemicals. And you can even trace the farm, because the farms are in Eastern region. One is close to Isamankesi, which on the Kede Road, you can trace it. I have one on the Right to Dream Road on Japan. You can trace it. So what you are drinking, at least you know where it's coming from, which is very important, because we are having a lot of health issues now also in Ghana. So I think it's now time for people to know where to trace their product and where they are growing. And
this is the Super Morning Show, Agribusiness Month, and I'm talking to Georgina Kumsin, CEO of Ideal Providence Farms. She's an organic farmer and exporter, and she's sharing her story with us. So in 1996, as a business student, she was posted to Daboase to be on a plantation, and she accepted to go. She's passionate about farming, and since then she's not looked back. And for 25 years, she's been running her farm. Usually, a lot of people come to me and they're like, Kojo, we want to go into farming. We want to go into farming. How do we start? I believe you get that question a lot.
Yeah.
When people come to you and ask you, we want to go into farming, how do we start? What do you tell them?
Thank you. You have to know first what you want to grow, because farming is big. And farming is not just tilling the land. You have to be innovative. You have to have a proper branding. People think farming is just weeding. No, it goes beyond that. So first you have to know what you want to do and the area that you want to produce, because each area has a specific crop that's well there. So I always tell them that start small and expand, which they don't understand because they might have projections. And sometimes you might have a very good projections and it doesn't work. For instance, now it's raining a lot. We knew it would rain, but not too much. All the mangoes, I went to my farm yesterday. I have a lot of flower abortion.
Yeah.
So if you have a projection that maybe you are going to harvest 20 tons and you don't even have 1 ton, what are you going to do? So you start small and learn from it, and then you expand. That's what I always
So your
tell them.
advice for people who want to go into agribusiness, they should know what they want to do.
Exactly.
And then once they decide on what they should do, they should start small
Exactly.
and then expand gradually.
Exactly.
What are some of the challenges they should prepare for in the journey of farming and agribusiness?
Agribusiness. Farm maintenance is one. Like you should also have maybe access to road if you don't if you have a product and you don't have a good road to sell your product. Is also to finance is very key, but for agric it's very, very tricky. So I always tell people start from your own and then expand.
We shouldn't take loans to start farms?
No, because you can have a very terrible situation that everything can just change. Like for instance, what is happening now?
Yeah.
If you've taken a loan and you want to supply and you cannot supply, and it's something that is beyond you. So those are the challenges that we have, because even the farm maintenance, one of the key issues that we have now is that you might buy machines and the machines is not working and you're not even getting the right people
to operate them
or to fix them. That is one area that I want the STEM schools to look at it, because it's very, very key. Agribusiness, we buy machines. I bought machines in 2016. It's just last week or last month that this machine started working properly. Because you bring it, they can't fix it well. And it cut across. All the people producing have that same issue. You import machines from China or from other places and it doesn't work. So it's a big challenge. And you have projections. You know you are going to produce this quantity and then it doesn't work. So what do you do?
So you do this full time?
Yes.
You wake up in the morning, it's the farm, production, harvesting, processing, sales. Tomorrow the same thing continues. There are people who are bankers, there are doctors, lawyers, people who are doing other things, and they're like, yeah, we want to do the agric one, but we want to do it as a part-time venture. Is it possible to succeed in agric as a part-timer?
Yes, then you have to go into the tree crops. Because if you want to do like the normal vegetables and animals, you have to be dedicated to it, because you need a lot of passion and a lot of consistency to get to where you want to go.
So for a part-timer, you may want to consider starting with tree crops.
Tree crops, because you don't need a lot of time
on the farm.
In the farm.
Once you start making money from tree crops, then you can branch into some of the other areas. But you don't go into the attention intense areas.
Exactly.
I see. I guess this morning, Georgina Kumsin, she's been farming for 25 years. I'm asking her all the questions on my mind. If you have any, you can send us a message 055 1111 995. So you've brought some things to the studio.
Yes.
This is organic lemongrass tea.
Yeah.
50 tea bags, pure herbal infusion.
Yeah.
And I can see mosquito repellents
Exactly.
and some sobolo, rosella tea,
Yes.
and other products.
The lemon tea.
Yes. And I've noticed that some of these teas, we use ginger a lot. We add ginger to make them spicy. Do you grow ginger as well?
Yes, I do ginger and turmeric.
You do ginger and turmeric?
Yes.
Why don't we have ginger on the market? The last time I asked for a bag of ginger, they said 6K.
Yes.
Why is ginger so expensive these days? Is there something happening that we don't know?
I think the ginger producers had a lot of diseases.
I see.
So it affected the production. So now the ginger, and also we have a lot of ginger companies doing herbal drinks using ginger.
Okay. So there is demand as well.
The demand has gone up. So that is one of the issues. So ginger has become very expensive. But for us, where we are, our location, because we are doing organic farming, we do total utilization. So we are able to put it in a simple term, confuse the diseases on our farm.
So you have not had to deal with the diseases?
No.
But how difficult is it to grow ginger? How long does it take for ginger to sprout and grow and mature for harvest? Because a lot of people send us messages. They are looking for ginger. They are not getting ginger. And when they do get it, it's too expensive.
Yes. It will be expensive for the next 2 years or so.
For the next 2 years?
Yeah, so they should be prepared to pay for a higher price.
What can we do to make it less expensive?
So that's where the researchers come into it. We need to do a lot of research and then also help the farmers to improve the varieties that they are going to be disease resistance. So those are the issues that we are having. And ginger can take like 6 months. For turmeric, if you want to get the full, like the active ingredient in full, can go like 9 months.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's not a short term.
No, it's not a short term.
Like the cucumbers and the pepper.
6 weeks.
3
months.
Ginger is 6 months. So
yes.
If you want to grow something short term and see revenue immediately, like reduce your distance revenue, what crops do you suggest for people to grow?
Then they have to go into the dry season farming. You don't need a bigger area. Like even in your studio, you can grow the dry season farm like cucumber and okra. That is dry season farm if you can use proper irrigation. I think you can. That's where you can make the money.
Why not in the rainy season? This is when it's raining. This is when it's easier to farm. Why dry season farming?
In the rainy season, I think one of the issues that we have in Ghana is that we have a lot of post-harvest losses.
Okay.
If we are able to improve upon our post-harvest losses, I think Ghana will be in a very good position to feed itself. We don't need to import products. So if you go, I've had the opportunity to travel outside to see other farms all over the world, and I've seen what they do. So like when they have post-harvest, they have a lot of bumper harvest. They add value to it. A simple adding value, maybe drying or something like that, and then they will just keep it and extend the shelf life of the product. But Ghanaians, we don't do that. I've seen it in the north. They do a lot of like dry okra and then they release it during the dry season. Then we need to also develop the taste for the market, so that if you don't have dry, you don't have fresh product, you can still use the
dry product.
Yes, because the dry product, the only thing that is done is that they've reduced the moisture content,
so that they won't rot.
Exactly.
So cabbage we can dry them, turmeric we can dry them, peppers,
yes, maybe you
tomatoes,
can freeze dry. Yes,
everything we can dry.
Yes,
and eat when we want to.
Exactly.
Let's get back to your farm. So you've given people an idea of what to do and how to approach farming. Let's get back to your journey. 25 years as a farmer. When you started, did you just hit the ground running into these organic stuff, or you did different things before arriving at where you are now?
I did different things. I started with in Daboase. I started with sweet pepper.
Okay.
Lettuce, and I was selling it to the people, the company, because they were going to Takrady to buy it. And I had an issue because they thought there is nematodes in the soil, so they couldn't produce. So that's how I started. Then I went to Asuchari. I started with into Aikando brew. I started producing pepper and drying them. That was where I got the opportunity to go to Germany to improve the value addition. So that is what I did with pepper. Then I came to, I go for trade shows. I realized that, no, we need to grow other crops. So I even planted cocoa, but my area, they just went and destroyed everything. So you have a lot of land litigation
in
issues.
Aikando Bro?
No, Aikando Bro. I left there. I came to Asuchari for like 2 years.
Was that where you planted the cocoa?
No, cocoa is a Samankesi.
Okay.
Asuchari, to when I got there, I had issues with, that was the 1999, 2000, where they were having the change of government. They also went and destroyed all my okra farm, like 2 hectares.
Wow.
So that was some of the challenges that I had. Then I was lucky to meet one professor at the University of Ghana, the late Professor Danso. So he introduced me to a chief in Isamankesi to buy a land. So I bought, I think, around 89 acres there.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. And that's where you're farming now?
Yes. So
in Japan?
No, in Isamankesi on the Kede Road. So in total, I have like 219 acres.
And are you farming all these 219 acres?
So I'm farming like 80%, because for organic, you cannot farm everything. You need to leave some of the land to fallow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So land has been a pain in your business?
Yes, land is one of the major issues.
But now you don't have land problems,
No,
do you?
because the chiefs, I'm so grateful to the chiefs that I've met so far. When they see you as a young person wanted to go into farming those years, I remember one chief, I told him, when he said the price, he mentioned the price, hey, Nana, this one I can't pay. Then he said, Georgina, there is one thing that God has stopped creating, is land. Are you interested in the land? I said, yes. You don't have the money. Pay it gradually. And that concept has really helped me.
You have so your land in Asamankese. I know that the Kumasi Accra Expressway is being constructed around that area. And the last time I was listening to the news, and some farmers say that their farms have been affected. Do you know any of them, or are you affected by that project?
Yes, it's 17.5 acres. The road has divided my land into 2. And
wow.
And the sad thing about the project, is a good project because we have access to road closer to Accra. Fine. They gave us only 1 month. They just came one Sunday. They called me. They need my Ghana card. The following week, when I heard, they did not even give us the opportunity to even harvest our product. They went, and so it's affecting not only my farm, it's affecting my dryers, my warehouse, my house on the farm.
Your house was demolished?
They've not demolished, but I think by the land they've demolished everything, and my fish pond.
Wow. So they took your Ghana card.
They took, and they gave me a paper.
Have you done a proper valuation of the assets you've lost, and are you going to be compensated for that?
I don't know how much they are going to give us, but I had a similar issue with the Japan. The drop where I plant my lemongrass, and when they were doing the railway, they took my land. When they brought the paper, it was only 12 cedis on it. So I just
12 Ghana cedis?
Yes, up to date, they've not paid me.
Practically, how many acres of lemongrass do you grow on the regular?
On the regular, I grow like 10 acres.
You grow like 10 acres?
Yes.
So now you've lost 17 acres.
For the lemon. Lemon, grapefruit, lime.
Lemon, grapefruit, lime.
Yes.
And these crops, they grow over a period of 3-4 years.
5, 7 years.
Before you can start harvesting.
Exactly.
So if we even give you land and you must get you must start harvesting. It's going to take you 5-6 years
Yes.
for you to harvest.
Exactly.
Wow. I'm so sorry about this.
Yes, and it's affecting my supplies because I had an order and I needed to harvest. So I thought they would even give us the opportunity to harvest what we have on the field. And it's not only me. Even I learned some of the cocoa farmers around, they are even dead because of what happened.
Wow.
Because the timing was also wrong. How can you harvest, go and clear a land during harvesting season? Cassava, pineapple, I mean. So I learned they said they are going to pay us. I don't know when, but
I'm so sorry to hear this. I'm heartbroken. I'm just now reflecting on my own journey, like what I've been through to establish my farm, and should this happen to me, how I'm going to feel. All the love, all the energy, all the money, the patience to wait for these trees to grow for you to harvest.
yeah.
So, do you have any alternatives to get some of these organic fruits to meet your order? Or there are not enough organic farmers like you who can supply you the quality you need to be able to satisfy your customers?
So right now the farm is big. So where the 17 acres is where it's like it has gone into the matured harvesting. So I have to reduce my orders and then maybe start all over again because for the organic, because they do traceability now, they are using GPS and all that. Even it's going to affect my organic farming as well. I have to create a bumper, like a bumper for the farm. So you cannot just plant like along the road.
Yeah.
I cannot plant there.
You have to have a buffer area. So that the fumes from cars and chemicals, everything. This is sad. This is sad. My guest this morning, Georgina Kumsin, she's sharing her 25-year journey in Agric with us here on the show. And this your thing. I'll personally follow up. Because we know that it's the Ghana Army that's the contractor for, and it's Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Roads funding this.
Exactly.
I'll personally follow up. We need to understand what kind of compensation farmers will get. Farmers who are losing whatever they are losing because of the Accra-Kumasi Expressway. What are your plans for the future, even in these gloomy times?
The good thing is I want to move my production to the farm. Fortunately, I was able to support like 10 communities to get electricity for our area. So I wanted to move and then have like a cottage industry on the farm, because you don't need to transport the things to maybe Accra or somewhere to process it. So that everything will be done there. It will be fresh, and then we can supply the local market. So I want to appeal to the government and the ministries, or even the Ghanaian community as a whole, that they should patronize in made in Ghana products, because that is the only way that we can survive and also employ a lot of youth.
How do people contact you? People who want to buy your products, people who want to come and intern with you, for example, and learn, people who want to partner you. Maybe somebody wants to dash you some $100,000 because you've lost 17 acres. How do people contact your business?
We have a number. So I have we have, I think I can give my personal number.
Is this the 020 number?
No, we've changed it.
Okay.
I have another number on the flyer. Yeah.
So let me share that number right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to contact Chrome's Farm, Ideal, Providence Farms, you call 025.
Yes.
607 4000.
Exactly.
025 607 4000. And they have Sobolo tea, the organic Rosella tea, organic tea, lemongrass tea. They have the lemon passion jam.
Yeah.
They have the rosella jam.
Yeah.
And other products.
Yeah, we have juices also.
Yes, and you can find their website ipfghana.com.
Yeah.
ipfghana.com.
Yeah.
And the phone number is 025-607-4000 and 025-607-4001. We'll post... Jojo, I think we should post her flyer on social media so that people will see what she does. And this is also being streamed online. So you can go online and see the products she's brought to the studio. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us. I am inspired. I know what it takes to do what you've done.
Exactly.
25 years is no joke. And I pray that whatever you've lost, you get it.
Amen.
And I pray your business continues to grow and grow. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng. Our guest this morning has been Georgina Kumsin. She's a farmer, 25 years, Ideal Providence Farms. You can find their website, ipfghana.com. And this conversation is part of the Agribusiness Month, brought to you by the Joy Brands in collaboration with the Federation of Association of Ghanaian Exporters and sponsored by the Ghana Commodity Exchange, Ghana Commodity Exchange, GCX powering Africa's commodity market, and Agromonti. We understand Agric. We'll be right back.
The World Cup football fever is here, and Electroland Ghana Limited is bringing the excitement of the stadium right into your home with unbeatable soccer promotion. Experience every goal and celebration in clarity, just like you're live at the stadium with discounts on Samsung, TCL, and NASCO Smart TVs. Make every match day perfect for your football watch parties with powerful air conditioners and air coolers, top and bottom mount chest and display fridges, gas cooker, washing machines, microwaves, small kitchen appliances, and more. This is the biggest football promo of the year. Rush to our showrooms and authorized dealer shops or call 050-315-9739. Electroland, bringing the stadium home.
At the chop bar, hungry customers are waiting because a penalty is about to be taken. Abna has bent the jollof because she was celebrating Ghana's goal. Everything can wait because it's the FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 games live on SuperSport on DSTV from 11th June to 19th July. Reconnect from as little as 58 Ghana cedis per DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Every mosquito started run away. Sasso, kum tonton preko, na ni sham ne die e demonstronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
Did you know that Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally? That is why this June, Joy Business and the Super Morning Show, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, bring you the Joy Agribusiness Month 2026 under the theme From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM and Joy News. The Joy Agribusiness Month is sponsored by the Ghana Commodity Exchange. Trade, storage, financing, all in one place. That's GCX, powering Africa's commodity markets.
Every day, the grind goes on. We chase the money. We chase the jobs. But sometimes, everything can wait.
Ghana have done it. Ghana heading to the 5th World Cup.
And in that moment, nothing else matters. Everything can wait. FIFA World Cup time has so, and all 104 games are live on SuperSport on Go TV from 11th June to 19th July. Reconnect today from as little as 98 Ghana cedis per Go TV. Love it.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
This is Stone Boy. Yes, Osamina. Yeah, the bear mamu. Yeah, the da. Charlie, and yeah, they were showing you all. Yeah, they were showing England winning you all. Yeah, I'm not going to joke with that thing. 10 more minutes to go, 10 to 10. This is the Super Morning Show. Somebody wants to, you want the farmers website again, it's ipfghana.com. And let me also say that when we went for the commercial break, you got information from the team working on the Accra-Kumasi Expressway, and they've told us that all farmers affected will be duly compensated. Lands Commission, they also do community engagements, and that all farmers affected will be compensated. So those who are sending messages that we should call Roads Minister, we should call, we actually promptly spoke to the team working on it, and we'll give you updates on that as and when it happens. We are wrapping up. Muftau has joined me here. We are going to talk about the Black Stars shortly. But look, Love and Handcuffs is coming up. Is another exciting Riverman production in partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM. It's an original Ibo White play. Original Love and Handcuffs. Showing on the 26th, 27th and 28th of June and 3rd, 4th and 5th July at the National Theatre. Rates 300 cedis per show for individuals, 500 cedis per show for couples, and 225 for holders of the Roverman loyalty cards. You can buy your tickets via the Rover app, Koba short code *365 *535#. Waka now offices on the Boundary Road and in American House and Opebia House. And at the usual Roverman outlets, Joy FM, Front Desk, Shell Shops at airports, Tema Community 11, Dansuman, Bachona Total, or you call 050-554-6010. Sponsors Waka now, Apotica and Koba, Communications Partners, M Notify, and Logistics Movers. Riverman Productions, be the difference.
And there's something special that is happening at Kingdom Books.
Let it flow.
In fact, they have got some big discounts of up to 70% with all the quality products that they've got there. If you want to upgrade your workspace or restock, get in touch with Kingdom Books on 0244 311 955. And they are open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. You can visit their offices at Osu. Yeah, to be able to secure some of these best and unbeatable deals.
Yeah, you know, Electroland is doing something this World Cup season, and I'm just excited about it. They have their fun parks and all those things.
Yeah.
And if you buy any 50-inch or bigger Samsung, TCL, or NASCO Smart TV, you get a free DSTV decoder. Plus 1 month free subscription.
I told Adiza to do me well.
Hey, Auntie Adiza. And I see if any people, you are doing things. So, yeah, so you buy 50-inch or bigger Samsung, TCL, NASCO Smart TV, you get a free DSTV decoder and 1 month free subscription. So you get to watch the World Cup live in stunning picture quality right in your living room. And that's not all. You enjoy fantastic discounts and a free Zappa decoder to complete your home entertainment package. So whether you are backing the Black Stars, Brazil, Argentina, whether you are doing against England, or your favorite team, make sure you are match day ready. Talk to Electroland today, 050-315-9739 or you visit any Electroland Ghana outlets. They are bringing the World Cup home, and the Achedia Kesia raffle is also happening. So you go and buy anything you want at Electroland. Just shop at Electroland. Air fryers, blenders, water dispensers, chest freezers, anything you want. Enter the Achedia Kesia raffle for even bigger rewards. Electroland is ready to make you have a great time. They are bringing the stadium home. They are bringing the World Cup home. And you can visit the website electrolandgh.com.
And Kojo, some few weeks ago, I was on my way to Cape Coast, and almost every point that we needed fuel, the best and smart stop we had to make was Star Oil. They have got about 260 stations nationwide, and they provide some of the unbeatable quality fuel that you need. So you need to walk to any Star Oil station and get your fuel, because Star Oil, they make it easy. They provide value for your money. And if you have the Star card as well, you enjoy safe, cashless fueling and easy expense tracking. So wherever you go, you have to choose Star Oil, because when I was going to Cape Coast, I chose Star Oil. So why not also choose Star Oil?
Yeah, and put some Star Oil in your generator, just in case anything happens.
Just in case Jinapor comes for you.
I didn't even mention anything.
Jinapor comes for you.
Anyway, we have an official notice from Joy Prime TV for you. Valued viewers, Joy Prime is pleased to announce that we have secured the rights to broadcast 34 matches of the FIFA World Cup, including all the matches involving the Black Stars. Tonight. You can't miss out on that. And we wish to inform our viewers that, in line with FIFA's international broadcasting regulations, satellite signals carrying World Cup matches will be encrypted. This is a requirement placed on all rights holders to ensure that the broadcast signals remain within the licensed territory and complies with FIFA's distribution and content protection obligations. We would like to assure you, however, that this measure is not preventing you from enjoying the FIFA World Cup on Joy Prime. Our coverage will remain available on the following platforms: DTT, DSTV, GoTV, HD Plus, and TV Plus. Okay? So, you want to enjoy the game, make it a Prime experience on Joy Prime, your ultimate experience.
And Kojo, MTN is 30. For 19 of those years they've been in Ghana, they've got special prizes to give away. 9 Prados. Wow. I was asking earlier, if they give me one, would the company collapse? They will never collapse. So I know how you can get that. You just need to have my MTN app, and you just send Momo, just send data. These are just the little things you will have to do.
Yes.
And those little things, they are going to give you something quite special that you've never ever imagined. So with the MTN at 30 promo, every call, every text, every browse, every Momo transaction, that's why Kojo, you should be sending more money all the time. That one city make you stop. Make it increase it. Why one city the
Okay, I'll give you 100 cities today.
Every connection to home fiber and every activity on my MTN app earns you points towards amazing rewards. As I mentioned, including 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados, over 10 million Ghana cedis in cash prizes, and unforgettable experiences just for you. Kojo, you will get the unforgettable experience. I want the car and the money. Dial *530# or use my MTN app to participate now, and let's stay connected everywhere you go. MTN at 30, make every move count. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, Infancy Payment is 150 years. If you want to contribute to the school, you can contribute easily by dialing *920 *1876#. *920 *1876#. Let's come together to honor the past, empower the present, and build the future. Infancy Payment 150, Drain Shekan. Mufta, we have the final word. Black Stars playing tonight.
Yes, against England. Many are pessimistic about the chances of the Black Stars, but I am optimistic, and I want everyone to be very optimistic. I say this based on history. There's always a first time, but since 1992, Ghana has lost a second group game in a major competition just once. Since 1992. So you should expect that the Black Stars will show up and give up their best against England. People had thought that Germany was going to destroy this team in 2014. They showed up, got a 2-2 draw. After that defeat against Portugal in 2022, people said they were going to lose against South Korea. They showed up, beat South Korea. AFCON 2024 against Egypt, they showed up, they got a draw. So you have to be optimistic of these Black Stars. I believe the 3 Lions today will have a very bad day. And the 35 million Lions of Ghana will show up and destroy them tonight.
Thank you, Muftar, for that encouragement. Let me say good morning to Henry Herbert Mom. When I said we should spare a second to pray for the Black Stars, he actually didn't send a message that he's praying for the Black Stars. Thank you, Henry, for doing that. And thank you all for listening to the show this morning. Our time is up. We are back tomorrow. And tomorrow, we'll be here to sing God's praises and dance like we know